Hey, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. We're here in Freedom City, Frederiksted. My name is Dotson James, and I have somebody beautiful next to me. You'll get to know her in a minute. We're here for the Children's Parade 2025, and it's going to be a wonderful parade. We have like 30 different troops to go. They're not troops, we have 30 different entries, so we're going to see how it goes today. Your name is, and I want to introduce the people to you because I don't think they've seen you before.
I don't think they've seen me before either. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. My name is Sunny Robles, and I am super excited to welcome you to the 2025 Crucian Christmas Festival here at the Children's Day Parade. The theme for the parade is keeping our traditions and culture alive. And I am going to tell you, Mr. James, I am a little bit nervous for these kids because I was here present for the Children's Parade last year. And they did an amazing job. The colors, the work, the preparation that they put in. And what happened is that they set the standard for me so high that I don't know if they're going to be able to top it this year. So let's see what's going to happen this year. But I'm a little bit nervous. What do you think?
So you're tough on what they did last year compared to this year. We haven't seen anything this year so far, but I have a feeling that you're going to be good for a good surprise.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I am super excited. I know these kids are excited. They take months and months of preparation. So let's see what's going on in the streets. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pass it over to Crucian royalty, Miss Armstrong.
Hello, good morning, and I am extending the warmest Crucian Christmas greetings right here from our beautiful town of Frederiksted. We are here for our Children's Festival Parade. They are coming down the road. We see them now. We have royalty, we have stilt walkers, we have majorettes, we have steel pan players, and so much more. I'm excited to interview and speak to everyone as they come down this road and learn a little bit about what our crowd has to say. Now, I'm going to pass it over to the man with the plan, the culture man, Mr. George.
Ah, yes, a legend culture man here, Frederiksted. It is a beautiful time. The weather is just suffice. And trust me, today going to be a very nice day. So all them lumpy frown, we're going to turn them upside down right here. But I tell you what, I have the livest crowd right here. Make some noise here, Croy. Wow, I didn't think they were going to come true, but it came true. Thank you, guys. Wow, I did not think I was going to get that much energy. We are ready to go. It is on and popping. So let's not even waste no more time, no delay. Back to you up on top.
Thank you very much, George. Keeping our traditions and culture alive. Crucian Christmas Festival 2024-2025. It's going to be fantastic. Have you had an opportunity to go to the village?
I have not. I'm going to make a confession. I spent the last 3 or 4 years here on St. Croix for the festival, the holiday season. So I decided that I wanted to, go away and have a different experience. So I just flew in yesterday. But tonight for sure, I'm going to the village and I'm going to give you my honest critiques and responses. Have you been to the village?
No, don't feel bad because I haven't been there yet.
What?
because I was out of town also. In my mind, I went away, but I'm only joking.
In your mind? Oh, no. So you're going tonight for sure?
Yeah, I'll go to I'm already down in Frederiksted, so I might as well stay, and tomorrow will be the same thing. And tomorrow night is closing night. Well,
okay.
Not really closing night, because there's always something after the fact. And that's what's beautiful about Crucian Christmas Festival. Even though, oops. We have something going on here right now, and it doesn't have anything to do with the parade.
It seems not.
So what is your favorite part of the parade? What have you enjoyed the most over the years?
Well, I will say that I am a little biased as a born and raised Crucian. I really love the festival season. I love participating in all the activities. I love the parade. And when it comes to the children's parade specifically, I have to say, and I'll confess that I have another bias going on. So when I'm not doing this, in my real life as an adult, like I say, when I punch in and out, I'm an attorney from 8 to 5, Monday to Friday. So I'm in and out of the judiciary a lot. And I really enjoy the Rising Stars. It's one of the programs that are sponsored by the judiciary. And I guess because I see firsthand the amount of work and dedication that these kids put in, hours and hours of preparing for these events and learning the steel pan and learning the songs, I will confess I'm a little biased when it comes to Rising Stars. I just think that they do an amazing, amazing job every single year. What is your favorite part of the parade? And don't steal my idea.
No, I'm not going to steal the idea, but every year, if you watch Channel 12, we're the best in the business when it comes to doing parades, by the way. You would notice that I always get excited when you hear the Rising Stars Steel Orchestra coming down. As a matter of fact, I look up the street and I see them coming and I get excited immediately because they have a way of capturing the crowd. They have a way of getting people involved in the parade. They have a way of, doing everything that is good for our youth, because they have to give everyone all the children who sit in the Midget Cummins Park, which is right across from us, have an opportunity to play in the band. By any chance, did you play?
Alrighty, so I have heard from the voices above that Miss Armstrong has an interview, so she has someone that wants to give us the scoop as what's going down on the street. So Miss Armstrong, we're turning it over to you.
Okay.
Alrighty, y'all, and thank everyone for tuning in, listening, and hearing. I have 3 wonderful people here with me who are going to tell you a little bit about their first parade experience and what they expect to see. Can you tell me your name?
Yes, I'm Susie, and I'm so glad to be here.
Thank you. And hello, wonderful people. Can I have your name, please?
My name is Gabriel Luke.
Gabriel Luke. He said that really strong. He's ready for the day. And what's your name, beautiful? Say it one more time. Noel what? Noel. Noel, are you ready to see all the people in their beautiful costumes today? You are wearing some bright colors. I think you're going to have to be in a parade soon. Are you ready? Can you do that? Are you going to dance? Say, yes, I am. Yes, you are. And tell me about it, Gabriel. If you were in a parade today, what would you want to be in? What section? What group?
I'll probably be dancing.
You'd be a dancer? Well, you have lots of time. Even our youngest participant, I've seen 2-year-olds in this parade. So that means after today, next year, you're going to come back and you're going to be ready? Alrighty. And Mom, what are you excited for them to see? What experiences would you like them to have a wonderful time?
Being from here and returning, I'm excited for my kids to see ways to celebrate our culture. I love the steel pan. I love the rising stars and the majorettes and all the ways that kids can celebrate our island culture. It's very exciting for me to see that.
So you've heard it here first. No matter what age you are, how long it's been, or whenever you're ready to start, our parades and our festival is for everyone. Can we get a big wave to the camera, everybody?
Woo,
Say, come on down.
Yes, come on down.
That's what I'm talking about, Queen. Hey, listen, we're talking to the children today. We're talking to the children because Children's Parade. I have 2 young people here with me here today. Come, stand up. It's time. It's your time. We practice this. Let's go. What's your name?
Messiah.
And what's your name?
Isaiah.
School.
Alfredo.
Age.
6, 7.
All right, 6 and 7 down here. Now let me ask you something here. No pressure. We want to know why you came out here today. What you expect to see, or who you're looking for today coming down the road.
I'm looking for my sister Ari.
Sister Ari coming down? Yeah. You know the troop that she in? You're not too sure, but you know she coming down the road for sure.
Yeah.
All right, she's a Majorette. What's she doing?
She'll be in a costume. Down.
Coming down the road. Let me ask you something. You ever go?
In a costume.
He's definitely in a costume. But let me ask you guys something. You think you'll ever wear a costume and come down in a troop for festival one of these days?
Yes.
What troop would you like to be in? Which one you like? Clowns, steel pan.
Steel pan.
Steel pan! Ring the iron, and what about you?
Steel pan.
Okay, we got some pan players right there. Ring the iron, back to you.
I'm telling you, this thing with regards to steel pan is growing and growing. I remember a couple of years ago they had different troops, like St. Farm had New Moko Elementary School had a steel pan orchestra, and they had different ones. I think St. Mary's was working on having a steel orchestra also. And everybody wants to follow the Rising Stars. Now, I don't want to compare Rising Stars between St. Croix and St. Thomas, but do you guys ever have any kind of rivalry between St. Thomas Orchestra and St. Croix Orchestra?
I don't think so,
It's not supposed to, right?
We're not supposed to. We're one Virgin Islands, and we really try to make sure that we are all about positivity. We're all about inclusivity. We're all about one Virgin Islands. So I think they're both spectacular. They're both amazing. And I will different. So I think, the Rising Stars of St. Croix have their spice. The Rising Stars on St. Thomas have their spice. But when they perform together, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time for the kids that are performing and for the people that have the privilege, because it really is a privilege to hear them perform and to see the fruits of their labor. So yes, when it comes to the steel pan, it's really something special for me.
Something special. We're going to find out if you played. But before we do that, let's take it down to George. He has somebody he wants to interview.
Yes. Definitely. What we say, We was talking to the children and them today, but we have somebody young at heart right there. How you doing? How you feeling?
I good.
Nice to see you here on the beautiful island. Something tell me that you're coming from away.
Yes, I do.
Where you coming from?
San Antonio.
Okay, so you're coming back home.
Yeah, just for the festival.
And let me ask you something. When you are away, who you don't watch to keep up with the culture?
I don't always watch you, because you don't kill me with the jokes them.
WTJX, you don't know. We're all over the world. They're watching us right now. So what do you expect to happen here today?
Well, I expect, I know most of the time they don't support the little children and them parade, but I expect, more people to come out and support it, because they don't say the children and them is the future, and how would they go be future if we don't support them?
Very good point.
So, I mean, today I expecting to have a parade to be good and nice today. So.
Well, you heard it right here from the unofficial official marshal of this parade today. Let the people know your name.
My name is John West Roberts.
Inbox him immediately. Back to you.
John West Roberts, I like that. So let's get back to the question I asked you.
Okay.
Did you ever participate in the Rising Star Steel Orchestra?
I did not. So I will confess, I might be aging myself a little bit here. When I was a child, I don't think that the Rising Stars were a thing as of yet. I believe they came around when I was in high school. So by that time, I was already into my different social events. So I wasn't really, my mom didn't really sign me up for the Rising Stars.
So before you continue, we have the governor here. He's already here. You notice after 6 years, he's gotten a little bit grayer. It's not interested, but he's here and he's ready to go, and that's a good thing. When the governor's here, that means the parade gonna start. So but the parade is on its way, coming down the street right now anyway. So thank God for that, because I know we have people in Midget Cummings. Like I said, Midget Cummings is a site for something called Kidsville. We're not gonna talk about that much right now, but we have so many different things that are going on. And what I noticed in this year's festival, there were so many people that returned to St. Croix from the United States of America, came back home to be a part of our festival. And that is great, because that goes to show you that our festival is growing, our festival is doing something that it's supposed to do, and it's attracting not only our who live here, but it's attracting those that moved away and want to come back home, and it's attracting their friends and family who live in the States that never been to St. Croix.
Alrighty, so I am hearing from the voices above that Ms. Armstrong has someone special to interview, the director of the festival committee, Mr. Turnbull. We're going to turn it over to you, Ms. Armstrong.
Thank you so much for passing it down. So, I am with somebody that I have spent a lot of time over this past year with. Would you like to tell us your name?
My name is Ian Turnbull. I'm the director for the Division of Festivals.
So that's a big capacity to work in. We're at one of the fruits of your labor. What are you excited to see today?
I'm excited to see the little ones. I actually got a chance to go up on top of the route already. Kids are already excited. The Majorettes are doing their thing. All of royalty is here. They're coming down the road as well. So everybody's excited. We started a little bit slow, slightly slow, but now it's picked up. Bunch of people on the street. This is a great turnout for the kids today.
Yes, and I would like to commend you. We see that the parade is rolling. We don't see gaps at the top of the road. We see everything moving.
None.
So we'd like to thank you guys and the whole committee for all of the initiatives you've done, and especially for supporting our youth. Everyone here is out for them. We're going to be cheering and applauding, and we're going to send it up back to the top.
Thank you very much.
I really wanted to make sure that we pointed out something that was said in the crowd. I think it's super important that everyone comes out and supports the children's parade.
We say that every year, though.
I think it's important.
And it's very important.
I think it's a message that we should keep repeating every single year, Mr. James, because everyone wants to come and see the adults parade, but it's just as important to support the children's parade. And I want to thank the officials who are here. We saw that the governor was here. We have some senators who are here as well. And I think they're setting a great example. Everyone should take time. I know we have to clean and we have to do the laundry and we have to prepare for the weekend. And we've been fetting the whole holiday season.
Okay.
And we have put some things off. But I think that it is important. If you have the time, if you're not far away, please come down and support these kids, because it's months of work and preparation. Please come and support these kids.
And let's take it right down to George real quick. George has somebody interesting once again.
Listen, not just anybody. This is the parade's top model. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the umbrella. Look at the color coordination. You came out here, you rocking today.
Had to support the children's parade.
Beautiful. A lot of people talk the game, but it look like you walking the talk, and we appreciate that. I want you to look in the camera, and right now, just talk to your fellow friends and family members who might be on the edge about coming out today, and give them a message. It's all on you.
Come out, support the children's parade. The kids need us, so it's not easy looking into an empty crowd. So come out, join them.
You heard it from the top parade model right here today. Turn around. Oh, bada boom. Back to you up on top.
George, you're doing a great job already, and we ain't even really start yet. That goes to show what kind of mood George is in today.
George always has an amazing time at these parades, and his jokes will kill me every time. But I have to confess, I'm a little jealous. I thought he told me I was the top model of the parade.
Arguments already.
How much top model Judge finding at this parade? And the parade just starts.
Arguments already. Oh my goodness, it's going to be fun today.
It is. We have beautiful weather. It's the perfect day. It's not too hot.
I was scared yesterday because they said it rained and rained and rained. And I was hoping that the sun came out today for the children's parade, because you would say to see the children work so hard, do such a great job, put everything together, and then I heard you, don't worry about it, it's going to take it back to you, Sonny.
Me?
Yeah, you do what you got to do.
Well, I haven't heard anything.
St. Croix royalty?
Oh, we have some St. Croix royalty coming down the road. It seems that Miss
We're gonna show some highlights of St. Croix royalty. Don't worry about that. We got things going good.
I think I'm not hearing.
Now you're doing a great job.
All right.
Freedom City, let me hear some noise.
Hello. There is no time like the present, and it is my declaration that my time is now.
Hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. Put them up, put them up. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Now everybody jump up, jump up, yeah. I come to party, yeah, and we fetting again. Hold on.
We can make the world so much better.
Flags them high, yeah. Wave it flag them high, yeah. Wave it flag them high. Now everybody jump up and wave, jump up and wave. So come make me jump up and wave. I love to feel. When you and I become as one, it's a natural to me. As we
Angela, Bella, Eva, Bell.
Plenty people, VI people, jumping up in the crowd now. Grab somebody, walk them harder, bring some water.
I am Nelson Garcia Jr., your Prince Contender #1.
Party, yeah, and we fetting again. Hold on to your friends and wave your flags down.
My name is Noah Alexander Ramnarayan Sabedo.
Yeah, wave your flag them high. Now everybody jump up and wave, jump up and wave. So come make me jump up and wave.
Contestant #1, Dejalis John Baptiste.
So come make me jump up and wave. So come make me. Now everybody jump up,
Keeping our traditions and culture alive for Crucian Christmas Festival 2024-2025.
Your flags them high, yeah. Wave your flag them high, yeah. Wave your flag them high. Now everybody jump up.
My name is Daria Cha, and my phone contestant #1.
Jump up and wave. If you from the VIO.
My name is Aliyah, contestant #2.
Nice, and the vibes are nice. Just for my cup bartender, I know everybody jump up, jump up, yeah. I come to party, yeah, and we fetting again. Hold on to your friends and wave your flags them high, yeah. Wave your flag them high.
What's amazing, right? That just happened there, what we just saw, folks, is the stage presence that these youngsters have. I didn't see anybody up there that was afraid of the microphone. They just spoke and they just brought everything out. And I saw future queens.
Raw, unfiltered talent is what we just saw.
I'm serious. That was fantastic. I enjoyed that so much. I'm sorry I didn't go to the show, but this was enough. I shouldn't say I'm sorry I didn't go to the show. 'Cause I went to the show.
Okay.
I saw it on Facebook.
Okay, well, you were technically there.
Exactly. Technology. Somebody always tell me my office technology. Go ahead.
Miss Armstrong has an interview, so we're going to pass it on over to her so we can see what's going on down there in the streets. Pass it over.
Great job.
Alrighty, everyone. And I have a special guest of people eating something very special. So let's first tell me where you got that.
Armstrong ice cream.
Do you know my name? I'm Nazaira Armstrong. So I know you saw my grandpa over there. I know. That's my favorite flavor is either gooseberry or banana, but I see you got a strawberry. Would you have any other favorite flavors?
I like the cookies and cream.
And you go with solids. I really like that. So the parade is almost in front of you all. What are you excited to see today? And are you planning on being in any aspect of the parade next year? We're going to give everybody a chance.
Not really, but the one thing I'm wanting to do is like see the music and how they drive by with the steel pans. I really like that.
That's really cool. I also really like to see the cars when they come down. Those are a special part to me. And what do you have, young lady?
I want to see all the cute outfits, and I don't really plan on being in anything next
Do you know, spectators are one of the most important parts of the parade. Don't let anybody tell you they're not. There's no parade without people watching.
We'll be here to support, yes.
And then we just support with St. Croix Rescue, backing up fire and EMS. But yeah, happy parade, happy Children's Parade. We were happy to be here.
Thank you guys so much for having us. Our St. Croix Rescue team has been in action for over 30 years. So we thank everyone for their service to the Virgin Islands. And I'm going to throw it back up to the top as we wait because I see a lot of things coming.
Sonny, you know, I realized that we didn't do today.
What didn't we do today?
I didn't wish you Happy New Year. I didn't wish St. Croix, the Virgin Islands, the whole world that's watching WTJX, a Happy New Year. So from my family to your family, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, guys. I wish you guys an amazing year full of many blessings, many success, nothing but positivity. And we leaving the old behind in 2024 and we starting fresh in 2025.
Okay, Sonny. Now let me ask you another question. Besides being an attorney, you also did Zumba. I understand you had your own class, your own school, you had everything, right?
Yes, it was a long time ago, many lifetimes ago when my knees were younger, Mr. Jane.
But Sonny, you're young. You could take over just watch until you're young.
I'm faking it well, but yes, it was something that I did and I love, so I could tell you all about shaking and moving because I love to dance. I really do.
So you still do it or you don't do it anymore?
I don't do it anymore because unfortunately my job keeps me really busy, but it's something that I'm hoping that when I learn how to balance a little bit better that I will go ahead and I'll start it again and I'll start bringing my classes back to my Crucian people them. But I am seeing that we are seeing the flashing lights of the Virgin Islands Police Department, and I think we should take a moment to tell them thank you. I mean, I don't know if they get enough credit for all the work they do during the festival season, keeping us safe, making sure that everything runs smoothly. So to the Virgin Islands Police Department, we want to say a huge and major thank you to you guys, but we are starting to see them. So it looks like the parade is about to start. I'm getting excited. How do you feel?
I feel good because, you know, they say the presence of VIPD has always been something that's near and dear for me, that they're here to protect us. And they did a great job. They have been doing a great job so far with this festival, and they're going to continue to do a great job until it's over. But we're going to take it down to Nazara. Ms. Armstrong, take it away.
Alrighty, I am ready, and I have our first unofficial official entry. Everybody in the parade is following you. So how does it feel to be the person to watch?
Man, I'm so happy to be the #1 Virgin Islands finest. My name is Me.
Me is serving and protecting in style. Let me see the siren smoke. Let me see. Woo! We are ready. The parade is revving up. Do you have anything to say to our audience? Do you have any wishes for this wonderful, prosperous new year?
Yes, I am wishing everybody to have a safe new year.
So you heard it from the finest and the first. We are ready to start that parade. I'm going to throw it up to the top, and soon the next entry will be someone ready to party.
Thank you very much, Zara. I just got a little text from Donna Christensen, former delegate, or you can always say delegate to Congress.
Yes.
She is telling me that when she was in school in St. Mary's, I don't want to try to age her, that they had a steel pen back then.
Really?
In St. Mary's. I tell you, steel pen has always been around for so many years. We have had so many different variations and of steel pen orchestras in different schools. And I just want to see the schools get back in it again. Because, you know, it's keeping our culture alive.
It definitely.
2025.
It definitely is. And what I like about this steel pan is that I feel like it bridges all ages, all generations, because my grandmother can talk to you about this steel pan. I can talk to you when I was growing up about this steel pan. And now my little cousins are participating in the Rising Stars. And it's something that transcends all generations. It's something that we can all talk about. It's something that unites us as a people, unites us as a culture. So I do agree. I want to see more of these programs. And that's why I get so excited when I see the kids come down. They're smiling. And it's something that you can tell that they're just beaming with pride and they're just keeping that tradition alive.
Has Rising Star Steel Orchestra produced any steel pan players that went on further than just a Rising Star, or do they get to a certain age group and then they drop out? Like, for instance, Kyle Encarnacion, that's your family, right?
Kyle Encarnacion is my family. That's my little cousin. And yes, actually, he is a music extraordinaire, I would say. He just doesn't play one thing. So he started with the Rising Stars, and he did that, I think, until he was 17. I think you do age out after a while. But I'm so proud of him. Right now, he's actually playing bass with QC, the band, and they actually came down.
Okay. I'm going to get right back to you, but let's take it down to Nazara again. She has waste management. Waste management has been an integral part of the parade to keep our streets clean, in addition to public works. I just want to make sure we get that plug in.
No
but
problem.
Take it down to Nazara. Nazara, go ahead.
Alrighty, everyone. So they say do not quit your day job. So I have to spend some time with my day job. Who is this agency? What do you represent? And what are we doing down this road today?
Thank you, Queen. This is Nazira. I'm Lorna. I'm the what do I do? Communications Director for Waste Management. She works with us. She's the Queen.
I do. So I see that today we don't have Chipper the Little Critter, the friendly mongoose who reminds us not. He's sick.
He's out sick today. Yeah, and he wants to tell all the kids at home, be a litter critter lover. Go out and do the best you can to keep the island queen. If you want to do something, go on viwma.org. Sign up to be a paradise buddy.
And what are we doing with these garbage bags? Why do we have them?
We're giving them out in the Czar. We're at the beginning of the parade, giving everybody the garbage bags. At the end, we're going to bring up the rear and clean up everything like it never even happened.
So everybody is doing their part in protecting our environment and getting us ready for the road because we're back on it tomorrow. The kids are coming. The parade has started. Waste management is going, and I'm throwing it back to the top. Everybody's ready to party.
Thank you, Nazara. Bye.
Wait, Nazara got me frightened a little because tomorrow. By the way, what are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I will not be here sitting down next to you because I decided this year that I was going to, participate. So I'm going to actually be in the parade. So if you see me, you might want to come down and join me in the street.
No, what I want you to do is when you come by, make sure you come by and wave in front of us so we can see you. Because we want to put you on camera. Because we want to put today and tomorrow on camera so everybody can see what you look like. What troop are you in?
I am in Shamari's troop, Simply Sophisticated.
Oh, God,
troop.
that must be huge.
Yes, it's going to be huge. I'm super excited. I picked up my costume, the quality, the detailing, the time that you can see that he puts into his designs.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, it's unbelievable. One of the Crucian legends, really.
Where was your mass camp this year?
Castle Coakley, I believe, a building in Castle Coakley.
Because I was driving through Princess here and I saw some costumes in a building. I don't know who they would belong to. And I don't want to guess because I don't want anybody to get vexed with me. But
no, we're not piss off nobody here today. Yes, I totally agree. Yes, but we have a few different troops, and based on what I saw for the showcases on Facebook, when they were demoing their costumes, all the different troops, we are really going to have a spectacular parade tomorrow.
Well, I want to say this and no to the participants in the parade tomorrow. I'll come down all it so people can see what you guys look like, because every year. The beauty part of the parade. I mean, the parade in and of itself is always beautiful because you got group flukes like Gentlemen of Jones and stuff in there who come down. They're gonna be interesting again tomorrow.
I love Gentlemen of Jones.
But we need to see these troops and these floats and whatever the case would be in the daytime, not under the WTJX lights. We want to see it in the daytime. So it's only good for the participants who are on the sideline, the fans and the people who come to watch the parade. Then they get an opportunity to see the parade in the daytime and not on the lights. Because without these lights here for us here, the lights on the road in and of itself is not good enough to see the troops, to see the beauty of it.
Well, I heard that we have a senator that wants to give us the exclusive.
Okay.
So we're going to take it over to George. George, you're up.
Hey, yes. Hey, the man down here, the first thing he did, and when I say the man, I mean honorably. Senator, how you doing? Senator Gittens?
All is well.
Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, man.
So what's the first thing you come down here to eat on, man? The first thing I see in your hand, the first thing you did when you came down here?
Well, I ain't come to eat. I come to meet and greet the people.
Okay, okay.
And
so eating is later?
To support the children.
Okay, okay.
But I know you want to know what I got in my hand.
We do want to know.
I did a little something there for the stand. So it's just a little red pea soup.
So you cooked it and prepared it?
Yes, I did.
Oh, now you with a whole red pea soup and thing, pigtail and thing.
You ain't know who my mother was. Otherwise, you would have known.
Well, tell us, let's dive into that. Today's Children's Parade. Give us some of your childhood memories around this time. How would the house feel? What would the ambience be like as a little boy growing up? Not even knowing that you're going to be a senator as yet.
Well, you know, I feel privileged to have grown up between St. Thomas and St. Croix. I was born in St. Croix, but I grew up between both places because my mom was from St. Thomas, my father was from here. So I spent a lot of Christmases in St. Thomas, but then made sure I've been back here for the village and the parade and everything. But I had the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds right here. Nice, man. I give the last word. Go ahead and just talk to the people then.
Just want to say happy festival to everyone. Happy New Year. We're looking forward to good things for 2025 and beyond. And make sure that you get a little red pea soup, okay? You got the one with the thing.
With and without?
With and without.
Back to you on the stand. Let me go.
See you tomorrow. Don't forget.
Oh, yeah. You got a special thing tomorrow. They're going to be this. Okay. We're going to be looking for you. You don't know. Back to the stand. You don't know.
And I know he's talking about Gentleman Jones. He is a member of Gentleman Jones also. But interestingly enough, we're talking food. No, he got some red pea soup in there. But Senator Kenny Gittens makes a mean sauce and potato salad.
Really?
Really. Now we're going to talk about food. Throughout the day, we're going to talk about food. The parade marshal is there with Nazara. Nazara, go ahead, baby. You're doing a great job.
So much. We are passing it down. I'm with two members of our junior dragster team. They are not juniors, but they're supporting our dragsters. So hold on. We're going to let you tell them all about this wonderful program and how they're supporting the youths in our community.
We're going to start this way.
We're going to start over here to the man with the notebook. And don't forget to tell us your name.
Okay, so my name is Arthur Hector. I'm the president of the Caribbean Drag Racing Association. And so under the Caribbean Drag Racing Association, we have the Junior Dragster program that we just restarted. Actually, this program originally started in 2001 with a Caucasian couple that actually retired from Pennsylvania and came down to St. Croix and invested $30,000 in starting the program. So the program was started back then. Mr. Robert Reckenbach and Leslie Reckenbach, those are the two founders of the program. And in starting up the program was originally called the Junior Dragsters of St. Croix. Back then, unfortunately, they ran out of monies to continue the program and had to stop the program sometime in 2005. Then they relocated from St. Croix back to the mainland for health reasons. And I made a commitment to them throughout that time that I would try to get the program back up and running. And in talking with our governor and Commissioner White, they agreed with me, and they actually purchased the first two dragsters for us originally through the Sports Parks and Recreation. Those dragsters moved on towards some other dragsters, which we spoke to James Bates and some of the other businesses here, Plaza Extra East, Fleming Transport, and actually Lime Tree. And they purchased some dragsters, donated them to us.
So you have a lot happening at this age.
Yeah,
I like that.
and in
So
doing that,
it started in 2000,
Right.
and 2001 was our official launch. I was born in 2000, so it's been going on for a long time. It's been this many years. So you ready?
just to give you some more history, Lenroy Cameron,
Yes.
who's the lead instructor right now,
Yes.
he grew up in the program. Him and another gentleman by the name of Jamal
Wow.
Brown. So I actually asked them to lead the program in restarting the program, and they agreed. That was a commitment that was made to me by them. However, because Jamal is in the active Air Force,
Yes.
he couldn't put in as much time as needed, and so Lenroy, his wife Naira, and his two kids, Lanaira and Lenroy Jr. actually took the lead in running the program.
So I have seen those names. I've seen them performing. We have another interview lined up, but first I'd like you to give us your name, and then we're gonna close on out and go right over to our next people. You guys have a lot to say, so we want everybody to follow the page because we have to continue to support not only our dragsters but our youth in whatever their passions are. Tell us your name, and we're gonna throw it to George together. Okay?
All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Gene Whitty, and I'm one of the trainers as well for the Virgin Islands Junior Dragster program.
Alrighty, so our dragsters are ready. They rev up regularly because I've been to the track and seen them. We're gonna put them over to
They actually competed twice, 4 times, twice in 2003 and twice in 2004. That's why
so they're about to do even more. We're gonna throw it over to George. Thank you guys so much, and everybody remember to support our team everywhere they go.
Oh, yes, indeed. And I'm here with the third in command, okay? The third in command. Of course, I'm talking about Senate President Novell Francis Jr. Make sure we put a junior on.
Absolutely.
I'm a junior too. And if you don't say junior,
we appreciate our juniors. You know?
Okay, you talk about somebody
else. You're talking about Pops.
I did this, not him. But nonetheless, man, greet the people. How you feeling today? And I have another very important question to ask you after you address us. Go ahead.
George, I know that you feel neglected because you're an individual that like music and a lot of fetting, and they got you a little bit quiet today. You get to be hyper as you usually are. But again, I want to say a pleasant good afternoon to the people of the Virgin Islands, and of course to the wider audience that have the opportunity to view us and WTJX. My name is Novell E. Francis Jr., and I'm Senate President of the 35th Legislature. And I want to take this opportunity to wish everyone a happy and safe New Year. And of course, we have the Children's Day Parade, and we're looking forward to all of the entries, today. So. We got the start, and we're looking forward to this great day.
Okay, very important question. I was just talking to Senator Gittens, and he was saying that he's some kind of a chef or a cook or something. He has some red pea soup over there. Tell us the truth. Tell us the truth. Nobody ain't gonna tell him.
Senator Gittens is an awesome cook. He took over from his mother, who also used to traditionally make sure that on parade days, that she provide meals for the officers back then in the days. So Senator Gittens have assumed that responsibility. And today he have the pea soup, and of course he has the turkey neck, and as well as the swine and the pork pea soup. And tomorrow he'll be having sauce. So we look forward to that.
Okay, so you got a whole list spread out, ready to go, man. That's great, man. And we'll close on this. Today's Children's Parade. Give me a childhood memory, something that make you feel warm watching these children do what they're doing today.
Well, I remember as a child, coming out in my from my school. I went to the Alfredo Andrews School, and we had to actually participate back there in elementary school, during the Children's Day Parade. So certainly I enjoy coming out here much later, 40 plus years later, and be able to see our children come down and be able to showcase. There's a lot of practice I get going to preparing for this day, and we want to make sure that we're here to embrace them and allow them to be able to display and what they have worked over the last several weeks to produce.
All right, beautiful. I couldn't say no better myself. Back to you.
Sauce and potato salad tomorrow. Well, I can be right there.
Sauce, potato salad, and turkey neck.
What's a turkey neck? I don't understand. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by turkey neck? How turkey neck get into sauce and potato salad?
Because you didn't hear what he said? When George was interviewing the senator was talking about how Senator Gittens is an amazing cook.
I heard that part.
And he was talking about red pea soup.
Right.
He was talking about the swine.
Right.
And he also talked about turkey neck.
Turkey neck in where? Just like stew turkey neck? Or?
He didn't really specify, but I don't have no problem with stew turkey. I like the turkey in the soup. I like the turkey for Thanksgiving Day. Well, how do you like your turkey? Because you seem like you like it a specific way.
Okay, let's do the presentation. They're going to do a presentation will be done. Of course, the governor is about to make his way up also. The Senate President. They have completely taken over. Oh, the Lieutenant Governor is there also.
I do see that we have some
Again, good afternoon,
here.
everybody.
They have
want
taken
you to
over
thank you
everything.
for all
Let's
coming
listen.
out today. I'm going to wait for the governor. He's on his way.
And we're going to be listening to the presentation. It's happening. As a matter of fact, it's happening right in front of us. So we got a broadside view. Yeah, the governor's on his way. The governor probably eating sauce and potato salad.
I think so. That's why he's taking a little his time to get there. We see the Lieutenant Governor with George looking snazzy as usual.
Senator Blyden, you have Senator-elect Avery Lewis, you have Senator-elect Heward Fredericks.
We see St. Croix Senator Franklin Johnson
Franklin
as well.
Johnson here, exactly. Of course, you just interviewed outgoing Senate President Norbert E. Francis Jr., Lacali Jr. in St. John, and St. John.
I believe I see Senator Carla Joseph from St. Thomas there as
She
well.
She is.
She looks beautiful today.
And let me make sure that we don't miss anybody because we don't want to hear it.
We have Senator Angel Bronque, Senator at large.
Yeah.
Who else do we see? It's a few of them.
It's quite a few.
Senator Dwayne DeGrasse is there as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's impressive that they're all coming down to support this event. Guys, please come and support. We have our officials here that are setting the standard and obviously having a good time.
All right. No problem. All righty. Again, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ian Turnbull, Director for the Division of Festivals. And this year's Grand Parade Marshal is the Junior Drag Racing Association. Let's give them a round of applause. When Shamari mentioned that we're going to be doing junior drag racing, I was like, man, he always seems to pick these groups, not just one individual, but groups of people to celebrate. And this is the same thing again this year. Mr. Arthur Hector, your humble guy, you was like, no, it ain't about me, it's about these faces right here. You know, NASCAR drivers soon to come, right? So again, on behalf of the USVI Division of Festivals, we are saying that this day is yours. You kids, this day is for you. This parade is for you. Let's give them a round of applause again. LT, I'll go ahead and you want me to read this out or you want to do it? All righty? You want to read it? So I'll read it out. Right. USVI Department of Tourism proudly honors the Virgin Islands Junior Drag Racing Association Program 2025 as the Children's Parade Grand Marshal for the Crucian Christmas Festival 2024-2025 for your unwavering dedication and distinguished service as sports facilitators at such a young age, right? Look at that, right? Imagine what y'all gonna be doing 10 years from now. Promoting sportsmanship, community involvement, exemplary performance, and excellence as a youth program on January 4th, 2025. I'll let you say a few words, Lieutenant, and then the governor is here. All right.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to add my congratulations and to thank you for the work that you do with young people. We always talk about how we can find more ways to get young people involved in healthy and activities that build their character and sportsmanship and so forth. And we are so happy that you have engaged in this work, and we appreciate all of you young people for the skills that you are developing and that you will share with other young people as well. Thank you so much.
Oh, happy festival. I just want to say congratulations. This is such an incredible thing because I remember in COVID when Commissioner White came to me and he said, you know, we're going to get the junior drag racer started again. I was like, yeah. He was like, what are we going to do? I was like, let me buy them some dragsters. And he was like, you think so? I was like, yeah, we should get them. But I originally thought they were going to do like a circuit. I didn't realize they were actually drag strip going down the track. And as a person who's been in a Mustang at 100 miles an hour down on the track, I love the thrill of it, and I can't wait to get back on the track. So very well deserved in getting this honor. Keep up the good work. In the Virgin Islands, we excel in every field of human endeavor. Everything from boxing to track horse racing, and also in the academics in the real world. So congratulations, and let's have a really good festival.
Would you like to say something, Mr. Hector?
Hey, good afternoon again. I want to take the opportunity to say thank you to the Festival Committee for really honoring us. Thank you, Governor, Lieutenant Governor, and all of the dignitaries that are here. I want to actually thank Lenroy. He's not here with us. He couldn't make it in. Him, his wife, his kids, they worked very hard along with the other instructors, parents, and of course the junior dragsters themselves for the hard work. These kids have actually competed twice, 2023 in Orlando, October and November of 2023, and October and November and December again of 2024, and did really, really great. A lot of people was asking us why we don't have the dragsters here. That's because they weren't shipped back yet. They're still in the States waiting to be shipped, and so that's the reason why they're not here. But again, and we need more dragsters. We're trying to get the dragsters that we have repaired. We do have a waiting list of youths that wants to join the program, but the issue is we don't have enough dragsters. So we need more dragsters and more funding for the unit, for the program. So that I'm asking, out there, funding is really, really vital for us right now. So we need to get funding. But I want to say a heartfelt thank you to Miss Leslie Reckenbach. Those of you that don't know, she and her husband, who's deceased now, was the original founders of the Junior Dragsters. It started as the St. Croix, the Junior Dragsters of St. Croix, which is now the Virgin Islands Junior Dragsters. We hope to get her here in March so she can see that the program was restarted, a commitment that I made to them prior to them leaving the territory. These couple actually invested $30,000 of their retirement monies to start this program back in 2000. So, again, thank you.
Well. Alrighty. Thank you again. And let's get this parade started. Can we get a picture? Take one big photo out.
This is fantastic. I like the fact that the youths are here participating. They walk down. It'd been good to see if they had a little junior dragster coming along also, so that people can see what they're talking about.
Hopefully for next year. But yes, it's amazing to see these local groups being honored and being recognized. I do believe that we do need more activities and more sports and more things for the kids to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's really special that our dignitaries, our governor, our lieutenant governor took the time to really honor the dragsters and commit to them in helping them with this program.
And Arthur Hector put on a good pitch just now to make sure that he requested more funding and more responsibility for the government, and you got some thumbs up for some of the officials who are out there. So I guess everybody realizes now that in order to help our youths and to help them move forward, we have to invest in our youth community. And to be quite honest with you, it's only worth it. There's nothing wrong with helping these young people, whether it is the junior drag racers, whether it is basketball, whether it is the Little League, Soccer Association, even Cricket Association. Let's get involved and let's get people moving. Let's get these children moving. Let's get them something to do, because there's life outside of St. Croix that they can participate in.
I totally agree 100%. And right in front of us, we're slowly starting to see the waste management vehicle passing. And I think we want to give them thank you as well. Just like we thank the Virgin Islands Police Department, we want to make sure that we thank the Virgin Islands Waste Management for their time and their dedication to ensuring that they keep our islands clean, that they keep our festival clean. They have a task ahead of them getting the roads and everything prepared and ready for us tomorrow.
Public Works, just in case.
Public Works?
Yeah, I have to put in a plug for Public Works, because they are a critical part of keeping our streets clean, especially during the village. They come out every morning at 5 a.m. every morning and clean, sweep our streets and get our streets back to normal again, so that we can have a very clean and festive festival.
And it's wonderful when these agencies work together to make these things happen, because as my grandmother always says, one hand can clap. We want to make sure we say thank you to the Virgin Islands Waste Management and to Virgin Islands Public Works. We see the work and we see the effort, and we thank you so much.
The only problem is the little critter is not here.
I don't know where he is.
And he's a critical part of the parade. And Waste Management should know a song. I have to reprimand Waste Management publicly on television right now, because the critter should have been. I'm only kidding. The critter, I'm sure, because it's hot. That uniform is very hot.
Well, maybe the little critter decided he wanted to be away for the festival season this year.
He got away?
I think that's what happened. He said, you know what, I need a change of scenery. I want something a little different. Maybe he enjoying a white Christmas this year. He in the States somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he is for real.
But next year we do need to see the little critter. Please bring him back. We get excited when we see him. And we're starting to slowly see some royalty coming down the road.
Yeah.
The colors are unbelievable, beautiful. I believe this is the Crucian Christmas Princess Festival. Crucian Christmas Festival Princess. Dejalise Jean Baptiste. She is stunning. Look at that wave. You think she practiced her wave?
She probably got it from Miss Armstrong.
She probably did get it from Miss Armstrong. That crown is gorgeous. One thing we have is royalty here in the Virgin Islands. And
what I wanted to find out from Miss Armstrong, is she involved in pageants? You know, she was Miss St. Croix. She did a great job.
Well, I attended the Mixed St. Croix Educational Complex pageant this year, and I did see that Miss Armstrong was a judge for that pageant this year.
She was.
And she definitely has the experience and the knowledge to be judging. So I did see that she was there. She had looked fabulous. She looking at me and she laughing, but she did judge for that one. So I'm pretty sure that Miss Armstrong is going to remain very active in Virgin Islands pageantry.
I would hope so, because I would like to see all the queens who were once a queen of St. Croix or the Virgin Islands, whatever the case may be, give back to our young ladies like they're supposed to, because our young ladies, they need guidance and they're asking for it.
Yes.
And queens like Miss Armstrong, I like to call her, because every time you call her, she turns around and looks at you.
So we have George. George has an interview. So George, we're going to throw it to you.
Hey, one thing I could say, this is one senator who always make me laugh beside. We love to call him Frankie.
Man.
Hey, how you feeling, man? Been a while. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everyone. Hope more people come out and just look at these children and see them perform. They practice all year just for the people them to see them, you know. So I want to say Happy New Year and wish everyone a very safe and prosperous New Year, and come out and enjoy this festival.
Well, that's a beautiful thing. And one thing, you just stay to the very end. That's one thing I see with you year after year.
When they got Children Parade, till the last group come down, I'm going to stay and watch this. But I like to go off script a bit, you know, because it's important for me. I was diagnosed with prostate cancer sometime in May. I got to Moffitt Cancer Center on time. Because of my testing on time, I've been able to do my treatment, radiation. I spent the entire month up in Florida, in Tampa, and I'm good. I ring the bell Monday, gone, and I came back home. But I want to urge men, just do a PSA. Take this test. Prostate cancer is one that we definitely can beat, and we should always beat. It's only a simple test. Stop letting people tell you about finger, about everything else. It's a blood test. And with that blood test, they can tell you where your prostate is, if it's enlarged, what's going on. Then you move on to a biopsy, but then you go and get treatment. But I had a wonderful experience, a wonderful doctor in Tampa. I did all my treatment, and I feel like $1 million.
Well, you look like $1,000,001. You look good, and I that's a very important message, and we need to take it to heart, for sure.
I definitely going to be a messenger out here to men in this territory and throughout the world, wherever my voice could reach, to let them know about prostate cancer. Prostate cancer and breast cancer are two cancers that we can beat, and we must beat it and stop it by just doing a simple test. So I just want to say to all the men, them especially out there, go and do your PSA. Sometimes they get them for free. So go and do it. Make sure you check yourself. Don't wait till it's too late. It's not an aggressive cancer. So if you take it and you catch it on time, you're good to go. How are Moko Jumbie guys? And look at that. we could still do that. We could still enjoy ourselves. God is good.
God is good all the time. Let's go to Nazira.
Alrighty, everyone, and I have with me, I'm not gonna say her name because I love the way she says it. Tell me your name. This is our first royalty down the road.
My name is Dejalis John Baptiste.
And Dejalis John Baptiste, what are you? Tell me your title and how excited you are to be opening this parade today.
My title is the 72nd Crucian Christmas Festival Princess. And I am excited. The reason why I am excited to be opening this parade is because this is my first time running for a pageant, and it's very exciting for me to open this parade. And yeah.
Now Dejalis is wearing a gorgeous dress. We have layers of teal, we have fuchsia, we have burnt orange, we have plaid, we have decals, we have dress, and we have a sparkling crown. Dejalis, give us your best wave. This has to be the wave of the parade. So we're gonna wave together, okay? 1, 2, and then we're gonna say Happy Festival. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy Festival! And back to you guys up top. Let's let Dejalis wave away.
I think Dejalis is going to be a future host here for WTJX. I mean, can we talk about that little girl's speaking skills? I mean, the way her
remarkable.
her stage presence, the way she pronounced her words, the way she took her time. I could definitely see her taking my job. Maybe not next year, maybe in 2 or 3 years she gonna be taking my job for sure, because she is definitely ready in front of the camera.
And she's gorgeous. Look at her.
She's stunning, and that dress is unbelievable. And
It is a pretty dress. It is.
And we really have to thank the parents, because we see the kids and we see the end product and we see the dresses and the crown. But what we also have to acknowledge is the time and the energy and the money that the parents spend getting these kids prepared, getting them ready for the pageants, for the parade. So parents, we see you and we thank you. Is that a little prince on the screen?
It sure is. It looks like Noah.
Yes, he's a Crucian Christmas Festival prince. He looks gorgeous as well. What did you say his name was? Noah?
I think that's Noah. Yeah. Noah Acevedo.
Alrighty.
You know, I want to say hats off to Senator Franklin Johnson for giving a message just now on prostate cancer. People may say it's not the venue for it, but it was the venue for it because people are watching and listening. And I'm glad to hear that he has recovered, and he's recovered nicely. And welcome back, Senator Johnson. Work begins in a couple of weeks.
It definitely is. Any venue, if he can save one life with that message, it was the perfect time and the perfect place.
And including breast cancer also.
I definitely. And so he made sure that, when he has a mic, I think it's important. He said it was going to be his mission to make sure that he spreads the word. And I think what I enjoyed about his message was he took away the stigma of the testing. It's a simple blood exam. Please go. Please get tested. Please make sure.
Right. What if it's a blood exam only or the other tests that we're not going to mention right now? Take it. It doesn't matter. Because once you find out that you are positive, whatever the case may be, you can be treated. Your life is saved. You can save your life. You save your own life.
I believe that I was told George has an interview, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw it over to George.
With the governor.
Oh, yeah, man. We got a big interview. Governor Albert Bryan Jr., my son. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. It's a beautiful day in the Virgin Islands. It's dry. People are out here, and the kids are looking wonderful. If you look behind me, this Junior Miss is just excellent. A Crucian princess. Just beautifulness all over the place. I think sometimes, even if you miss how... When you come to Frederiksted for Carnival Festival, you got to acknowledge it, man, all over. And you see the work of the community over here with the playground and just a coming together of their minds and stuff. And I just want to say thank you to all of the people that came out here for the kids and the people that come out every day, I call him Sergeant Hector, who just accepted for the junior dragsters. I mean, that's all it takes, a little bit of interest in whatever you're in, bringing kids along, so the next generation of Virgin Islands will have mentors too.
Definitely, without a doubt. And one thing I got to give you your jacket for is the fact that you love children. I mean, Christmas time, you give out all those gifts. Tell us a little bit about that experience and how the idea came to fruition.
So every year we give out about 3,000 gifts. We realize in the community not everybody gets a toy, not everybody gets a chance to have that at Christmas. A lot of things that we take as simple pleasures for granted. A lot of people don't have the luxury of that. So we want to do it for the kids. And for me personally, just to see the little faces light up, especially when they get the bikes. We have the golden ticket where we give them a bike. And it's so grateful, the parents and the participation from the community. I really liked it when it was COVID and we had a traffic jam, because then I got to give every kid individually. But now it's like everybody comes in and we distribute the toys. But St. John was the nicest place. People were really happy to have that. And have us participate. But it's important for them to really interact with the governor and for public officials, the lieutenant governor, to know that it's no magic to being governor. It's just hard work and education, and it's what you want. So I constantly want to be able to uplift our students. And the negative vibes you hear sometime in the community to kind of counteract that, like there are good things. And what happens is you get people who are not from here visiting who say, oh my God, this is wonderful. Because nothing like that ever happens in their state. The governor don't show up to give out presents, maybe to the rich kids at the government house, but just not to all and everybody. So we live in a blessed place and I want to continue those blessings. So every day, I give thanks to the Creator, the Most High, for allowing me to do this and experience the most wonderful. I mean, sometimes I think about my experience and it's just mind blowing. I was on Air Force One in the president's bedroom, my boy. I mean, how did you get to do that?
Big!
Yeah, so I mean, it was nice to have that experience and to be able to meet with, I have met 3 presidents now, and to represent the Virgin Islands in the highest of places, Congress and the Senate. It's truly an honor for me, and it's humbling for me every day to think that a little boy from Savan could do that. And I want every little kid to know you could do it too, you know.
Do you have a sense like the clock is winding down as you get closer to the end of this term?
Yeah, no. I don't try to ignore that. I get a little depressed when I think about it, about not being governor anymore. A lot, because I have to convince myself that you can't finish everything. Okay. So by the time we're done, we'll have like 8 or 9 schools in construction, the 2 hospitals, the 2 nursing homes, the new airports will be in construction. The ferry will probably be up now from St. Thomas to Port St. Croix. So many other WAPA the rates will be down and low and respect. I don't think they're low, but reasonable, and we'll be the first place probably with the most solar ever. So by March of this year, St. Croix will have 43 megawatts of pure solar energy.
Nice.
And we peak at like 42. So we'll have more daytime running solar than actually the island have a need for. And there's a lot of mathematical things that people the haters will say, oh, well, no, because of the coefficient or the ratio. We got more, okay?
We got more.
And we're going to be giving that back to the people, but sometimes, you know, when you're getting the critiques and people have something to say, you can't change course. You got to stay the course because success takes a long time. It takes hard work. It takes dedication. And it takes perseverance. So if you out there and people hating on you, you headed towards your goal, not bad out with them, man. Move right on ahead and make sure you're a success.
Beautiful. I couldn't say no better myself. We marching forward no matter what, my son. We watching the haters on the side and moving forward. Beautiful.
Unstoppable in 2025. That should be everybody's motto for this year. Unstoppable.
Well, you could declare it. Make it a law.
Unstoppable.
All right, man. Desira, what's happening with you?
I am here with 3 of our youngest royalties. First, we're going to start in the middle with the tiniest of all, our very first tiny tart. Tell me your name, beautiful.
My name is Zaria Cha. I'm first, that's the number 1. Tiny tart number 1.
Zaria Charles is our first tiny tart ever. And over to the end, we have a sparkling tall crown. Tell me your name.
Kijane Queen Zanique Brewster.
And Kijane, what is your title?
My title is Festival Duchess, and for 2024, for 2025.
Great job. And now over on the end, we have our lone gentleman in this vehicle. Now, I'm familiar with him. Tell me your name.
Kari Amir Newton.
And Kari, is this your first time being the Duke?
I've been the Duke for 2 years.
Yes, for 2 years you've been a Duke. Kari has rolled over his title and he will continue to reign this year. So I want you 3 to give me your best smiles. Let me see those dimples. And give us a beautiful wave. And we're going to say bye, everyone. Bye. And we're going to send it up to the top as we get ready for our next set of beautiful, dazzling crowns.
That was fantastic.
It really was. And we have a lot to unpack there. The governor said we are going to be unstoppable in 2025.
Yeah.
That's what he says. That's the
beautiful message. Good, very good message that he presented to the people of this community.
Yes, yes. And whatever you want to do, whatever your goals, whatever your aspirations is, however you want to move forward in 2025, you have to make sure that the goal is to be unstoppable in 2025. And I want to highlight what an amazing job Miss Armstrong is doing. George is doing a good job as well, but she definitely connects with the kids. She understands royalty with royalty, so she's doing an amazing job. The kids look beautiful. And I love to see them in Madras. As you can see, I have a preference for Madras as well.
I see that.
And a little preference, especially for the Virgin Islands Madras. You know, I have a little preference for it. But I love to see the kids because in addition to the steel pan, it's another thing that connects us generationally.
That's correct.
The Madras. It's such an important part of our culture.
It is good. And Cesara doing such a great job. But she look at her smile. All you got to do is mention her name and she starts to smile right away.
Exactly, definitely. And can we talk about the size of the crowds? It's always interesting to me. I always wonder if it's a little heavy for them. What do you think?
Some big crowns for real.
That's some big.
But you know, they carry with grace. But what amazes me is that they're so young and they speak so well.
Yes,
you know, we say that every year. You know, whoever the co-host is, whoever I'm working with, we say the same thing every year because it's the absolute truth.
Yes,
they speak well and they represent themselves well. They represent their parents well. They represent their schools and teachers.
And again, it's not by accident, right?
No.
It's by hours of preparation and dedication and all the stuff that happens behind the scenes that we don't see, the coaches, the parents, the teachers at their school. So, you know, it really does take a village to get these kids to the point where they can speak as eloquently as they do in front of the microphone. So they're doing an amazing job. And let's talk about the like my little cousin says, the bling bling cars that they're in. Is that a BMW?
Oh, we got some of the nicest cars in St. Croix, you know. I mean, you don't see them during the course of the year, but you see them on parade day.
Yes, definitely. I don't really see them out, but I think when I finish here, I'm going to go down. I'm going to ask them for a little ride to see if they'll give me a little spin to Christiansted and back, because the cars really and truly look amazing. So we have more royalty. This crown is spectacular. I'm always interested to see their names, their school, and I believe this one, she has a tart theme in the back. Do you see the dresses say guava?
Oh, okay. You know, last year we talked about guava tart and pineapple and coconut. Of course, guava win, unfortunately. Which one you like?
Oh, how you gonna say unfortunately without asking which one I like first?
Because I like guava, but it doesn't necessarily mean it was supposed to win.
But what if my favorite was guava?
My favorite is pineapple.
But how? My favorite is pineapple too.
Okay.
But unfortunately, I think that we're in the minority, because I think for Tart Wars it was guava, then coconut, then pineapple, right?
Unfortunately, yeah.
But
I'll tell you, hold that thought a second, because we're going to take some underwriters. Because without underwriters, we couldn't be on television today, or with Channel 12 be working, period. Let's take it away.
Have royalty from across the island, over the seas. Did you come this morning or yesterday?
Yesterday.
This program is underwritten in part by
VINGN, Virgin Islands Next Generation Network, is 100% fiber, interconnecting the U.S. Virgin Islands and connecting the VI to the world. A proud supporter of Channel 12, your PBS station.
VI Slice Moderate Income Home Ownership Program helps eligible VI residents buy or build their first home. Check eligibility requirements and a list of participating lenders at vislice.com. Your dream home awaits.
Located on the island of St. Croix, Ocean Point Terminals is a major marine oil terminal and is proud to be a significant employer in the USVI. From all of us at Ocean Point Terminals, we wish everyone a safe and prosperous 2025.
and viewers like you.
Alrighty guys, and I have royalty from across the water. I heard that you came yesterday. Tell me your name and about this beautiful madras gown with the train that's to die for.
A pleasant good afternoon to all. I am Nikia Lenique Fraser, your 2024 St. Thomas Carnival Junior Miss. This ensemble was a part of my Rip the Runway professional wear. It was a dress that was supposed to be It was a dress inspired by a fashion designer who models her own designs. Thank you.
Well, I think this design on you is wonderful. Are you going to be here coming down in our parade tomorrow as well?
Unfortunately, no.
That is okay. We appreciate you coming today. So we want to say, everybody, thank you to our sister islands. Thank you to whoever is going to be our next Junior Miss. And thank you to everyone for continuing to support us in this Children's Day Parade. We're going to send it back up to the top, and we're going to see some more wonderful people coming on down.
That's great. We could put her in a costume for tomorrow, though, right?
I think we could find something so she could come down tomorrow.
She's smart enough. Put her in a costume. She come and have a wonderful time. It's fantastic that she came from St. Thomas and John just to be part of the parade.
I think so. I think it's amazing that they come down and they support because, like I said before, we're one Virgin Islands and we have to support each other.
I agree with you 100%.
All right, so who do we have here? We have the Virgin Islands Office of Highway Safety.
Click it or ticket.
Click it or ticket. Most definitely. I think, it's important. I think their theme is, life is a gift and protected. I think it's super important. Please, everyone, be safe. this festival season, especially now as it's coming to an end. And I see that they have some, is that some car seats?
Where do you say that?
I think it's some car seats, and we have
we
have some different dolls. We have the different dolls with their helmets. They're in the car seats. It's an excellent display, an excellent demonstration.
And the thing about the car seats is important because don't take it for granted. Oh, I'm only going across the street.
Correct.
And put the child in your lap or put it in the seat next to you. Anything can happen. I mean, anything can happen at the split second, and next you know it's all over. Use your car seats.
I agree. It's like, I heard once, no one says I'm going to be in an accident this morning or something unfortunate is going to happen to me this morning. Everyone just goes and think that they're going to have an amazing day. And then unfortunately something happens. So the best thing is to always be prepared. So I see that they have the USVI child passenger safety laws on displays. They have how you're supposed to have the child in the car seat, when you're supposed to have them facing forward, when you're supposed to have them facing the rear. So make sure that if you don't have this information, you contact this agency so that you can be informed and you can keep your child safe, because at the end of the day, I believe that every parent wants the best for their child and they want to keep them safe.
Mm-hmm. And you want them around for a long, long, long time.
A long, long, long time. But do you see the Madras gift wrapping?
You know this? I've seen a lot of Madras in this particular parade today compared to before.
Yes.
Everything has a kind of a Madras theme to it.
Well, the theme is keeping culture and tradition alive, and Madras has definitely been a very important and visual presence in our culture, and I think it's amazing to see that it's starring in our parade and that the kids are learning the significance and the importance of our Madras.
I agree with you. It's gonna be a beautiful parade. I see the St. Croix Majorettes about to come.
Yes. I would say that the St. Croix Majorettes are my second favorite.
Your second favorite?
Yes, Rising Stars, then the St. Croix Majorettes. Yes, I definitely say, and every year the St. Croix Majorettes have the most beautiful costumes. I mean, you can see them from miles and miles away. They're glittering, they're sparkling. I believe last year their costumes were gold and blue, but based on what I'm seeing this year, it looks like it's red and gold this year. So let's see how it goes, but they look stunning. Look at the little girls. Again, another agency that takes months and months.
We got descriptions,
Okay.
Now, iPad.
Okay.
Now they gave me an iPad, and of course I'm completely lost, but I know you're not. Okay. I'm only kidding, but it's right here if you want mine. I'm already set up to go.
All right, take it away.
No, I'm not gonna read. Oh no.
All right. So
I'm gonna make sure that you get your money's worth today.
Alrighty. So the St. Croix Majorettes has been keeping the traditions and culture alive for the Crucian Christmas Festival for over 51 years. 51 years, can you believe that?
That's a long time.
It was founded in 1973 by the late Celia Maldonado. The group is now run by a board consisting of certain individuals: Diana Garcia, Wilma Gallagher, Deborah McGrath, Maria Powell, and Keith Krieger. So they have practices. As you can see, this just doesn't happen overnight, right? The kids have to practice and practice and practice. And the practices are held on Sundays at the Majorette headquarters in Peters Reds next to the Coca-Cola. And this year, the parade group began preparing in September. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
We are in January, and these kids have been preparing for every Sunday since September.
That's why they're so great.
Yes. It's hard work, it's dedication, and you can definitely see it when the kids are coming down the road. So the group includes about 90 twirlers. Their range in age is from 5 to 17 and divided into 6 sections. They are performing routines, sets to songs by local artists. I love that every year they support the local artists, the local movement here on St. Croix with our music. The red and gold sequin uniform represents the fire of their legacy and the beauty and warmth of the island. The St. Croix Majorette motto is move with respect and discipline, promote twirling with honor. This reflects their commitments to respect, discipline, and celebrating academic achievements such as honor roll recognition. The St. Croix Majorettes would like to thank parents and the community for their support for the past 51 years.
And that tradition continues year in, year out. It's amazing when you drive by the St. Croix Majorette's headquarters in Peters Reds for real to see all those girls out there performing and practicing for this one particular day.
Yes.
Then, of course, you go to St. Thomas for Carnival.
Yes. And definitely, and I like that their bio, celebrates the achievements of the kids. They talked about the honor roll, right? And it's so important. The governor mentioned it, about having education, about working hard, about having discipline. And I think when you instill those goals and those values in them from a young age, it's something that they do carry with them, so that the majorette makes a point of celebrating when they make the honor roll. It's super important because it's not all fun and games. We know that. It's also schoolwork and extracurricular activities as well. So I am glad that they made a point of talking about the honor roll. But 51 years, that's a long time.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. There's no question about it. We have to keep talking and talking and talking about the greatness that this organization is doing, the greatness about what the governor was talking about.
Yes.
We have to keep, stressing it so at least our children, our young ladies and stuff, can feel good about themselves.
Most definitely. And let me tell you, 51 years, a plug here, that's longer than I've been alive, and I really hope they last another 51 years, because it's such an important part of our culture and our tradition. But look at the gorgeous girls. Can we talk about their costumes?
Yeah.
The fire of their legacy and the beauty and warmth of the island. That's what their costumes are representing this year. And I think they nailed the theme 110%. The girls look gorgeous.
I just got a text that just came in. And the VI Lottery wants the community to know that the Junior Dragsters, that VI Lottery is a major sponsor of the Junior Dragsters. They weren't mentioned today, but I'm going to mention it for them because they asked me to do it.
Thank you so much to the VI Lottery, because it is important that we support these organizations that are going to create different activities and different outlets for the children of the Virgin Islands. So VI Lotto, we thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And for those of you that keep sending me little texts here and there, little one, yes, okay, I understand. I spoke about everybody else. Thank you for watching WTJX, your education station, and so much more. I have to always bring that up. And thank you for paying attention to what we do, what we say. And okay, I'm calling your name. I'm not going to call your name because I don't want anybody to know what I'm talking about.
But yes, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, for watching, for supporting WTJX. If you guys weren't watching, we would not be here hosting. So you guys make it possible for us to be here today. We really, really, truly appreciate you guys.
But, yeah, you're right. WTJX has grown significantly. We have the best talk show host in the territory. Of course, I know people are going to say, yeah, you only say that because he's your brother, and so what? But if he's the best, he's the best. Not only that, he's on the best radio station right now also. So pay attention, listen to what goes on, because you're hearing facts. Not just rumor mill stuff, things are going on, facts.
We unstoppable in 2025.
Yeah, the governor did say that, right?
That's what he said.
So what are your plans for 2025?
To grow professionally. I love working. I love living here in the Virgin Islands, and I do believe that the people of the Virgin Islands deserve, the best legal representation that they can receive. So that is my goal. And just to go to the beach some more.
Really?
I find that, especially when I have people that come over to visit, every time I go to the beach with them, I'm like, I live here and I don't go to the beach as often as I should.
I know, yeah.
Because we get so caught up in our everyday lives, But yes, definitely, one of my goals is to go to the beach more. How often do you go to the beach?
I haven't been to the beach in years. To be quite, and the thing about it is that we take the beach for granted. Bonaire, they came here to play one year in Little League Baseball.
Yes.
So the gentleman was asking me who brought them here to play, when are we going to the beach? I said, well, we had no plans of going to the beach.
Really?
Yeah, so he's like, you don't go to the beach? I said, why? He said, they go to the beach every single day of their life. 365 days a year, they go to the beach. They take lunch breaks.
To go to the beach. That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And here it is, we have some of the most beautiful waters surrounding this island, and I don't go to the beach. But then again, the last time I went to the beach, or the last thing I heard was there was a shark roaming out there, a hammerhead. So if he's out there, I am not going out there.
All right, so we do have the Majorettes coming down the road. We see that their flag is coming down. We're super excited. They're getting lined up to do their little presentation. I get super excited every single year because you can just see it on the girls' faces. The excitement, the dedication, it's unbelievable.
Great, so let's take it away with St. Croix Majorettes.
Yes.
The Majorettes, put your hands together, everybody. Together, put your hands together. Put your hands together, everybody. Put your hands together. St. Croix Majorette. Get ready for our second division. Put your hands together, everybody. Put your hands together. Get ready for our second division. Introducing Put your hands together for our second division. Give it up for the second division. Give it up for the second division. Introducing the third division. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's been time. Pull me back. Fight me down. I still standing firm with my feet up. I'm walking with my head held high, and I don't care what anyone has to say. I feel that I can touch the sky, and ain't nobody stopping me. hands together for the fourth division. St. Croix Majorette. St. Croix Majorette, put your hands together. Let them hear it, let them hear it. St. Croix Majorette, everybody. St. Croix Majorette. Get ready. Let's go! St. Croix Majorette! Let's get to the next one, let's get to the next one.
For too long, we've been trying, pull me back, fight me down. But I still standing firm, with my feet above ground. I'm walking with my head held high, and I don't care what anyone has to say. I feel like I can touch the sky, and ain't nobody stopping me.
Together for the St. Croix Majorette. I'm on a mission, not no competition. Music is my passion. When I on the road, take satisfaction, mix with plenty action. Every time we touch down, I'm walking with my head held high, and I don't care what anyone has to say. I feel that I can touch the sky. Stopping me like I'm feeling. Where's the fire? Where's the fire? Like I'm feeling. I'm floating and soaring high. Hands up in the air. I watch it get up high. I'm winding up and down. I watch me going mad. Like I'm feeling. All of the ashes and dust and rise. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Whichever part of the world you're from, welcome back. We welcome you back to the Virgin Islands. Welcome back.
Might be your first time. It won't be your last.
Crucian, passing Williams.
Put your hands together, put your hands together. St. Croix, Majorette, St. Croix, Majorette. Give it up once again, give it up once again. Introducing our next division. looks so good. That looks so good. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. The one and only St. Croix Majorette. One time, give it up for the St. Croix Majorettes. Let them feel it, let them feel it, let them feel it. They work hard. All right, get ready for our next division. Get ready for our next division.
Alrighty, and here we have with me a lady that I know as my social studies teacher, but the community knows as the one with the batons, the one who gets you in line and makes you march with our right hand. Tell me your name and about this beautiful, wonderful staple in our community.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Diana Garcia, the president of the St. Croix Majorettes. And today we have young ladies from ages 5 to 17 twirling. We're wearing red and gold to represent the fire, and the gold represents the love of our people and our culture.
That is a beautiful message, especially in Freedom City, Frederiksted.
Yes.
Our majorettes are stunning. The different age groups all bring something different. I saw some splits, some cartwheels, a lot more than just twirling, and the discipline instilled in these young ladies makes them who they are. We have to run because those girls are thirsty, but thank you for your over 50 years, and thank you for continuing to take care of our young ladies and our community as a whole.
Yes, on behalf of the St. Croix Majorette, we'd like to wish everyone in the community a Happy New Year.
Thank you very much.
I tell you that's amazing what she's been doing, and to keep it going and keep it going and keep it going. That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
An excellent presentation from the majorettes, but I didn't expect anything less. Every year they come and they do an amazing job. They represent really, really well.
They do. I mean, you know the thing about it is that they're consistent. You don't see them. You don't see them for 5 years, then they disappear for 2 and come back. They're there every single parade. They're there for every single thing that is important to this community they participate in. And it's great. You got to give it to them.
Yes, there definitely is a standard that comes along with the name, you know, the VI Majorettes. And when we see them coming down the road, we're already excited and we're expecting the best because we know that it's a tradition. It's a legacy. For 51 years, they have been giving us nothing but the best. And now we have...
That's Miss Mini Me, but we got to get an interview for her. That's for sure.
Yes, we have Miss USVI, Ramaya Ramsing. She's 5 years old. Can you believe it? 5 years old.
We got an interview with George. I think we need to go down to George and do the interview with Senator Volquez.
Yes, Senator Volquez, how you doing? How you feeling? I know you gotta be feeling good. Them numbers were some high numbers, and I know the numbers. Do you know the numbers I talking about? Talk to the people. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. The only number I'm worrying about, I should be happy about right now is 2025.
Okay. I like it. I like that.
Happy New Year. God bless everybody. You know, love and respect. 2025 is going to be the best year yet.
what's some things that's coming up? What's some New Year's resolutions that you might have for yourself and also for your position? What's some things that we could look forward to, or what's some things you are looking forward to?
I'm just looking forward to continue to do the work that I set upon to do on behalf of the people. Always having an open ear for the people, always being around where they can interact with me and see me and tell me their issues and concerns. And from time to time, encourage me as well, because that's part of the job too. You know, this is a very challenging position to be in leadership, and sometimes you draw energy from people around you, and I appreciate the people that have always given me encouragement and support, so I thank them.
That's good, man. Always great to have an attitude of gratitude in everything that we're doing. By the way, I will give you the last word. It's all about the festivities. It's all about our children today. Address that for me.
Listen, the youths are the future. The children are the future. Whitney Houston said it. I believe in it. I believe in everything our youths do. We got to be here for them, support them, encourage them, and do all that we can do to make sure that they have a bright future. That's all I have to say right now. And 2025, again, is going to be the best year yet. And one last thing, I'd always wait until this time of the year to say it. Culture, man!
Oh! Back to you, Zaira.
Alrighty, everyone, and with me I have our very own Little Miss Universe USVI. Sweetie, tell me your name.
Armaya Rain Ramsey.
Armaya Rain Ramson, and born to reign she was. Armaya is wearing a beautiful green and gold dress. And is there anything you'd like to say to everybody enjoying our festival?
Yes.
What would you like to say, baby? Would you like to wish everybody a wonderful day and that they stay safe?
Yes.
Yes, so let's smile and wave and tell everyone to have a great time. Back up to you guys.
Thank you very much. That's a great. She's so shy, but she delivered herself her little speech very well.
What a cutie. She's so cute.
Miss Universe,
5 years old.
5 years old. That's a Miss. Was Mini Miss just USVI?
She is Mini Miss USVI. She's 5 years old and attends the Church of God Holiness Academy. So right here, her favorite color is rose gold.
Rose gold?
Not just gold.
Rose gold.
It specifically is
red.
rose gold. And she enjoys spending time with her family, playing and having fun with her two big brothers. Okay,
let's go this way. George, go ahead with Senator.
Yes, for sure. Senator DeGraff, how you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling excellent. Happy New Year.
You know, I always got like kind of push out your chest with you, Mr. Because you like you don't get no smile. How much you benching? You still walking out?
Yeah. Well, my best bench was 300 pounds, but I haven't done that in a while, so you know.
But you have to train it in there just so people can know.
Just in case.
Never know when you have to lift something. But let me ask you something. Enjoying your day? I know you always love to be around the children and stuff like that. Now talk to us. How you feeling?
You know, I feel good to see the children who are the future of the world out here in St. Croix having fun. You know, I'm looking to see how many boys are taking part in the, along with all the beautiful young ladies and stuff, to have a little more boys in it to understand, hey, I was a carnival king.
Yeah, this is what I know, but I think that you need to probably, you should address that during the year and get more people to come out.
I think I'm going to have to do that, man, because I say, it ain't nothing wrong with the boys coming out and taking part and the pageants and the revelry and the fun. Hey, jump up and have some fun, my son.
That's a great thing. Let's end it like this. Give me your fondest memory while you were king.
You know, I will have to say being the king, because they didn't have a king after me for 19 years. Turning over the crown to Corey at the time, I think was my fondest memory, because all that I went through, having the fun, the dancing, the pageants, the different thing, but turning it over after holding it for so many years. I don't think nobody ever followed behind me in that many years. So,
19 years, that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time. Anyway, we appreciate you out here today.
And encourage the people to come out. Come out, support the children. Come out to all the events. I'll be there in the village later on too. I got in today. I'm happy to be here. Happy to see you guys out here having fun. Make sure you're drinking water. Keeping hydrated.
Beautiful. Love it all the way. Let's see what you have, Nazira.
Coming in with more royalty, I'm gonna let this beauty tell us her name and her title.
I am Shanalisa Laraza, your Preteen Miss Universe USVI 2024-2025.
Shanalisa, that was such a sweet, beautiful voice. I know this is not your first pageant. Do you have any more coming up?
I might.
Ooh, We got a little suspense in the air. And now let's give everybody a beautiful walk away. Tell them what you wish for them this festival season and this beautiful new year.
Be safe and have fun.
All right, you heard it from Miss Raza herself. Have a great day, all.
She represented well just now.
She did. She is stunning. Miss Raza is a teen queen who aims to spend her reign serving our community. She's a 6th grader. She attends the Juanita Gardine school, and she is saying that she plans to run for Miss Universe, and I could definitely see it in her future. Her platform focuses on feeding the less fortunate of the community and monthly drives showcasing action as a teen queen. She is stunning, and I wish her the best in all her future. I definitely love the Virgin Islands flag that was draped behind her on the lovely Lexus that she was coming down in.
Oh, you noticed it was a Lexus?
Yes, I noticed it. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to, when I'm finished here, I'm going to ask them to give me a spin. Most definitely. And we have more beautiful royalty that is coming down the road. Look at that. That is a stunning dress. We have 2 royalties, actually.
Okay, describe it.
Alrighty. I would say we have one that's like a blue, a royal sky blue, and then we have one that's purple. And I just love that they're getting involved in community activities from a young age.
Could you tell me, from a female perspective, since put yourself in that seat that they're in there right now, how would you feel being looked at by this awesome crowd that we have here in Fredericksburg?
Extremely nervous, but Miss Armstrong has an interview with them, so let them tell us how they feel.
Okay.
All right, Miss Armstrong.
Alrighty, I have 2 beautiful ladies. I have a nice lilac, beautiful, I'm gonna even call it lavender ball gown. Tell me your name and your title with these beautiful freckles on your cheeks.
Hi, I'm Abigail Diaz-Bass, the 2024-2025 VI Salsa Festival Little Princess, and I'm 8 years old and I go to Washington Ying.
Listen to me, that was a mouthful and she was so eloquently spoken. Thank you so much. And we have a teal ball ground. You look like Miss Sweet 16. Tell me your name and what your title is.
My name is Aaliyah Gabrielle Brown, and I am your VI Salsa Festival Princess 2024. Thank you.
So I see somebody special for you is in the area. Is that mom interviewing for another station?
Yes, that is my mother.
And I think she is ready for you. So we're going to have you go over to mom. Let's give a wave to the camera, our beautiful salsa royalty, and have a wonderful festival and a great new year, ladies.
Just beautiful, stunning. They all speak so well. And, you know, she gave a little shout out to her mom. Again, we want to thank the parents because it would not be possible without your work and your dedication.
And she said it at another station. She didn't mention the station. That's good. That young girl got a future in broadcasting.
I'm telling you, they're coming for our jobs.
Yes, eventually. Listen, we have 280 people.
Wow.
Watching WTJX from across the nation. We got people from Atlanta, Virginia, Washington, D.C., Dominica, the island. We got them from all over Vermont. I mean,
that's a lot of people. Thank you so much
thank you for watching.
In.
And the weather here is beautiful in St. Croix. Sorry to say that because I know some of you are going through snow and all that kind of stuff.
Stop showing off.
I ain't showing off. I'm bragging.
Yes, thank you so much. Like we said before, we really appreciate your love, your support. If you were not watching, we would not be here because we would not be here if no one was watching and tuning in, correct?
That's exactly right. And some of you who are watching from home because you didn't mention that you were home in your bed watching us talk and watching the parade, be here tomorrow because tomorrow is going to be huge. From what I understand, from what I'm hearing so far, it's going to be huge tomorrow. So make sure you come down. But if you can't make it, and we understand because we have the senior citizens and stuff. Oh, by the way, but the senior citizens, the seniors have their own reviewing stand. You know that, right? Right next door to us.
Wonderful. And we have Miss Armstrong who has more royalty that wants to speak to us. Take it away, Miss Armstrong.
It is back to me, and I have somebody, not Africa, not Asia, but who do I have here?
Hi, good evening. My name is Egypt Jackson, and I'm your VI Salsa Festival Queen 2024-2025.
So I saw Egypt's show, and she wore a stunning Phoenix-inspired gown. Today, I see you opted for the sneakers. Let me see the game. Let me see the shoe game. Ooh! Tell us what party message you have, and we're going to be moving on because I know you are hot and ready for the parade.
I'm actually not going down parade tomorrow. I'm inside. I like to be inside, but my advice for y'all out there is just do your best. Have fun, be confident, be brave, and do you.
What a beautiful message from our VI Salsa Festival queen. Back up to you guys at the top because I have some more beautiful, dazzling crowns coming on down.
Way to go, way to go.
We have some amazing messages that are coming from Parade. We had the governor that said we have to be unstoppable in 2025, and now she is saying, "Be you." And I think that's really important. You know, no one else can be you but you.
Exactly, and we have to stay positive. We can't just keep thinking about the things that are going on that are negative that affects us. Okay, it's affecting us, but let's turn it into a positive. Let's turn it into something that really works for this community, because this community has too much potential to just be complaining every day, the same thing over and over. We don't need that. Let's move forward.
And speaking of potential, we see it in these kids.
Yeah.
I mean, the talent and the dedication and the beauty, it's just showcased, and you see it more and more as these kids come down the road, and that's what we have to continue to support them. And I know they're going to get tired of us saying the same things, but please come.
No, but it's the truth. We say it every year, but you have to say it.
Yes, please come and support our kids. They need you, and we are eventually going to need them because they are the future. All right, who do we have? Ooh, the Sparkle Light Twirlers.
Oh, okay. We lost.
All right. And we have a beautiful day today. We said it before, but really and truly, it's nice.
I think the next 2 days are going to be just between today and tomorrow. I think we're going to have a beautiful day tomorrow also.
It's not too hot. It's not too cold. The sun is out. It's really a beautiful day. All right, there we see them on the screen, the Sparkling Light Twirlers.
And let's watch them.
Yes. It seems like red is the color this year. Red and gold is the color this year, and I am really enjoying it. All right. Beautiful, beautiful artistry. Look at the costumes. You can tell that it was time and dedication, that they were planning this months in advance. I love how the little girls are sporting their costumes. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to shoot it over to George. Do your thing.
Yes, indeed. You know for sure George couldn't come to St. Croix and not talk to the teenagers. What's going on? Make some noise! Make some noise again! One more time, just because I want you to. Oh, yes, without a doubt. How are we doing? Please tell us, why are we here? What's the involvement with the agencies? Give it all to me on this beautiful day.
So, good afternoon. My name is Avril George, Commissioner of the Department of Human Services. We're here at the Senior Citizen Stand for the Children Parade this year, and we look forward this time of the year when we bring out our seniors to enjoy the festivities. I will be back here tomorrow again with our seniors, but I really want to thank our sponsors, Via, Fly the Whale, Pueblo, WAPA, DPW for building our stage, and everybody that assisted us from the government house team. It's an awesome time.
All right, beautiful. And let me ask you something. You said that you have some Mr. and Miss here?
Yes, we do. We have our Mr. and Mistress DHS that was crowned this year.
Come see them. Stop, what? Yes. Look at them. How you feeling with this illustrious title that you got this year? What did he have to do?
I'm feeling good, man. It's just all about the community and the children, you know?
Okay. And what's some things that you guys had to do in able to get this?
It was a popularity contest, and we sold the most tickets.
They're good sellers.
My name is Shireen Maynard.
Beautiful.
Steve Hendrickson.
Hey, let's make some noise for them. Hey, back to you on top. The seniors? No, they're teenagers. They're ready to go.
Alrighty, so we are excited to see the Sparkling Light Twirlers as they line up and get ready to give us a performance today. We are super excited. I was talking about their costumes, and I'm sure you guys can see it on the screen, but in person they are beautiful, and you can tell that it's months and months of work and dedication and preparation. And you see the little madras peeking out from the bottom of. I can't take it, and it looks like it's Virgin Islands madras. You see it?
Yeah, yes. I never seen you get so excited.
I love
You should have
it.
seen yourself just now.
I love it. I love madras as a whole, but I have to confess I have a bias for Virgin Islands madras. I think it's beautiful, and I love that the kids from a young age are being taught the importance and the significance of wearing our madras. So yes, they have it on the little edges of their skirts. They also have little flowers on their hairs. They're getting lined up, and they're preparing to give us a performance to wow us today. So let's see. All right.
Yeah, call to order.
Another day above ground, I see. I'm focusing on the positives, because yesterday I was down. People do me wrong, but it's love in me heart. When they try to take me for clown, I do them no wrong. Jaja have me back, and I shouting, oh Lord, I thankful, oh Lord, I thankful. It's you who give me health and strength. Thankful is you give me the handful. Every day you're blessing me. Only it and not gonna. It's not in the nature. Money in the pocket. This life of my love. Only it and not gonna. It's not in the nature. Food on the table. I could not able to go to my way. I'm thankful for life. To see another sunrise. But you want up in the air. On your mind, put them problems aside and give thanks, yeah, for another day. Don't forget to pray and give thanks, yeah, for another day. Don't forget to pray. Another day above ground, I say, thank you, Father. I'm focusing on the positives, cause yesterday I was down, today I feel strong. Yes, His love in me heart. They fuck me in my wrong tongue. I do them no wrong. Jaja have me back, and I shouting, oh Lord, I'm thankful, oh Lord, I'm thankful. It's you who give me health and strength. Oh Lord, I'm thankful. It's you give me handful. Every day you're blessing me. Only it and back and it's not in the nature. Money in the pocket. This life of our love, it's only in the back and it's not in the nature. Food on the table. I could not have
We have some beautiful young ladies in costumes of gold and red with trims of madras and white. Tell us about the inspiration behind it, the name of the organization, and how many wonderful young ladies we have represented today.
And that is a Queen Show question.
That is.
So I'll start off by saying that this is our 20th anniversary. We've been in existence for 20 years. We've been decommissioned for 3 of those years due to COVID, but this is our first year back. And we're celebrating that in honor of one of our members that passed away several years ago, Pashanique Brown. The madras that the girls are wearing, of course, you know, we have the traditional madras for the U.S. Virgin Islands, and then, you know, other madras that we're representing from the different Caribbean islands. But we wanted to stay in line and stay in tune with what the culture is, which is keeping the culture alive. So all my girls, the gold and red, that's our colors. That's our main colors, yep. So since it's our 20th, I wanted to go all out with those colors.
Well, you've done a wonderful job. We thank you for speaking to us, and in honor of Miss Pashanique and 20 years of this beautiful agency, let's congratulate our girls and continue pushing.
Thank you, guys. You guys are doing an awesome job as well.
Thank you. Back to you up top.
Thank you. That was a very good interview.
Yes, 20 years. 20 years.
I didn't realize they're around that line.
I didn't realize it either. That's another legacy. You know, it's that's why it's important to come to these things and listen to the people of the community speak, because a lot of times we don't know, you know, that they are different in organizations and different things that the kids can do. 20 years is a long time.
That is a long time.
So it seems that we have another section now with the bigger girls that are coming. And the costumes are beautiful. They really are. Again, we're sticking with the red and gold theme. But I mean, I know you're going to make fun of me, but I always get excited when I see the little accents of madras. They just look spectacular today. And you can tell that they took weeks and weeks and weeks to prepare and get ready. So you go, girls.
That's just telling me, when you talk like the way you spoke just now, you just told me that you were proud and you were happy to be a Virgin Islander.
A proud Virgin Islander. Yeah. Proud Virgin Islander. Look at the girls. They look amazing. They're lining up. They're getting ready to give us a performance. So we're excited to see it.
Did she say how many people are in this particular troupe?
I don't think she mentioned.
I mentioned it, right? Yeah.
No.
But it seems like a lot, though.
Yes. I mean, for a group that was decommissioned for 3 years due to COVID, and this is their first year coming back, I think they have a strong showing this year, and I can imagine that next year is only going to be stronger and even better.
COVID did put a hamper on a lot of things in the Virgin Islands, huh?
Yes, a temporary pause.
But you know, we got over it and we're moving forward now, and we're doing well.
Yes, most definitely. But the girls are prepared and ready to go.
All right, let's watch them.
All right.
Dress code already. Backpack one way, but I don't dress one way. As soon as I touch on the airport, passport stamp, cross customs, straight off the jumbo jet. Hey, straight off the jumbo jet. Hey, straight off the jumbo jet. Hey, straight off the jumbo jet. Straight from the airport, straight in the fit. Straight off the jumbo jet. Hey, straight off the jumbo jet. Straight off the jumbo jet. Hey, straight off the plane. Fetch your night and wine like rain. We come to party straight off the plane. All my nice clothes wine get stained. We come to party straight off the plane. Need a cold drink to cool my brain. We come to party straight off the plane. Fetch your night and wine like rain. We come to party straight off the plane. Hey, I jump in my luggage tomorrow because I don't check in online. Yes, time is a thing tomorrow. And today you want me full grind. All tonight is drinks. We got friends and we got to link. Got to know what the hot girl think. I got money and I ain't come to drink. Turn on the radio to prime up yourself to my favorite song. That's time. Head to the party tonight just to link with my favorite gang. Favorite vibe, favorite woman. Watch it. You know what's the plan? How we do? Straight off the jumbo jet. Hey, straight off the jumbo jet. March, straight off the jumbo jet. Yeah, straight off the jumbo jet. Straight from the airport, straight into bed. Yeah, straight off the jumbo jet. Yeah, straight off the jumbo jet. Straight off the jumbo jet. Straight off the plane. Fed tonight and wine like rain. We come to party straight off the plane. All my nice clothes going get stained. We come to party straight off the plane. Need a cold drink to cool my brain. We come to party straight off the plane. Fed tonight and wine like rain.
One more time. Yes.
And I've been waiting. Call me stubborn, but I can get over it. You left and never say goodbye. Those tears I cry, no, I can get over it.
So don't you ever let me down again. Cause I'm depending on you, so you better come through this time. Please hear my cry, and if I ever let you down, my friend, it was a misunderstanding. So if I took you for granted, I promise from today I go jump like I never jump, wave like I never wave, wave like I never went before, just to show you my side. Running high, we are not in the sky, just running down, we high. She shaking like a maraca. She get it from her mother. So what you want, do what you want. Looking up is we culture. Time baby right over. Spin that to a bumper. And if you don't know soca, run go at your man. Somebody call the Undertaker. They call the Undertaker. Cause when I'm around you, I feel like the heavens is coming down. I feel it in my soul every time we on the road is a miracle. A million strong come together but selector is a spiritual. Look at fire in the way someday.
Alrighty, what an amazing performance. You can again see the hours and hours of dedication. The costumes are unbelievable. The choreography are unbelievable. But we are going to be right back. We have to go to our underwriters.
We got to. Without them, we couldn't be here.
Correct. So there you go. See you soon.
This program is underwritten in part by
VINGN, Virgin Islands Next Generation Network, is 100% fiber, interconnecting the U.S. Virgin Islands and connecting the VI to the world. A proud supporter of Channel 12, your PBS station.
The Virgin Islands Economic Development Authority supports business growth in the USVI with tax incentives, low-interest loans, neighborhood revitalization programs, and commercial space. Learn more at usvieda.org.
Located on the island of St. Croix, Ocean Point Terminals is a major marine oil terminal and is proud to be a significant employer in the USVI. From all of us at Ocean Point Terminals, we wish everyone a safe and prosperous 2025.
and viewers like you.
Some of the comments we've been hearing today is fantastic. We got people watching from Australia.
Wow.
Someone's watching us from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Tennessee, Ontario, Canada. I mean, folks, you make us feel really good, you know. But we don't play on it. We're serious about this thing here because we want to show our culture to the world, not just the people in St. Greg, St. Thomas, St. John, Water Island. Can't forget them. We want to show it to the world, and we're happy to be able to broadcast, and we're happy that you're watching. Keep watching, because you got on again tomorrow.
We will be. Well, you will be here tomorrow.
You're going to be here in spirit.
I'm going to be here in spirit, and I'll be participating in the parade. Like I said, you're welcome to come down and join me.
I might break something.
Again, thank you so much. You have 235 people watching us on Facebook Live. We really, really appreciate it. And I think we forget how far this reaches and how many lives we affect and how we touch different states, different countries. So thank you so much for watching us.
Australia, Dominica Island.
Wow.
Oh, well, let's before we go and continue talking, let's take it down to George. He has an interview with Senator Blyden.
All righty.
Yes, we here with Senator Blyden. How you doing? How you feeling?
I bless, George. How you doing?
I can't complain, my son. Let me ask you something. You were ever in a troop growing up?
Yes, I was, and we had a big boy Sesame Street troop. I was in that.
I can tell you. That's why you like to come and enjoy yourself at these festivities for the children?
That's not the only reason why I really come, because them kids practice for months, and we must be here to support them, because guess what? That's part of our culture, and we must keep it alive.
Well, guess what? I'm going to give you the last word, because I hear the next troop coming along the road. Talk to them.
Well, happy festival for everyone, and I must say Happy New Year, and for sure, 2025 going to be blessed. You know why? We good people.
You better believe that. We good people. We great people together. Back to you, Pantop.
All right.
Go ahead.
I think you started something. Now we have a competition going on here in the comments on Facebook.
Well, good. What are you saying?
Watching from St. Thomas, watching from Dominica, watching from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Whoa. We're watching from Alaska. Another one from Canada, New York, Texas. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Manchester, New Hampshire. Guys, thank you so much. We're so appreciative. Without you guys watching, we would not be sitting here.
That's right. I mean, it makes us feel good to know that we're reaching out to the world and the world is reaching out to us, but letting us know, listen, I think you guys are doing a decent job. We're watching, so we really appreciate you making comments and letting us know that you're watching us, and thank you very, 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 very much.
Holland is watching too. Holland, can you believe that? California, again, thank you guys so much.
Channel 12 ain't playing at all.
They ain't playing. We ain't playing this year at all. Now we have more royalty that's coming down.
Oh, just for the record, folks, I got a bowl of red pea soup.
He hiding it from y'all. He don't want y'all to see.
No, I got a bowl of with pork in it, because if it without pork, then it's something else. But it's red pea soup with a thing in it.
Alrighty, so we have Ricardo Richards royalty.
Richards. Yep. You got it?
Alrighty, and I think we have Kaylee Simpson from Ricardo Richards and Elementary School Duchess 2024-2025. We have Kenaira Shallery, Little Miss Ricardo. We have Janae Lewis, Miss Ricardo Richards. We have Elisa Assad, Little Miss Sweetheart. We have Renea Williams, Miss Sweetheart, and David Williams, Mr. Sweetheart.
No, I am very proud because David Williams is in there. I don't know who he is, but he representing us.
Yes, he is. Alrighty. So I think we're ready. Alrighty, so we're going to kick it over to Miss Armstrong. Alrighty. So we have the kids. And they're in so let me see. We have one in a beautiful pink dress. We have one in gold. And then we have one in white and gold. And again, can we talk about the cars? I think you need to talk about this car because I've been talking about the cars.
That car looks like a Mustang GT. I mean, look, he just got it off the lot. I mean, that is nice. That is really nice. And you know, what is so great about that, though, is that you have a car like that. It's in your yard, it's in your garage, whatever you want to keep it. You take good care of it, and you bring it out so that the kids can have an opportunity to ride in royalty. Anyway, we're going to get back to that.
Alrighty. George, I don't know if you guys can see it yet, guys, but George is in the truck.
How are you getting there?
George is in the truck with the royalty, and he's practicing his pageant wave at the moment. And he's actually fitting in quite well.
I must say, this is a lot harder than it looks. It's very hard. What's your name?
Kenaira Shallery.
And what you representing here today?
Little Miss Ricardo Richards Elementary School 2024 and 2025.
I like that. And what's your name?
Kaylee Vanessa Marie Simpson.
And what you representing today? What school do you go to?
Miss Lewis class.
Nice. And last but not least, excuse me. Yes, and what's your name?
My name is Janae Lewis.
And same school. What's your favorite subject?
It has to be math.
And what do you think that you're going to do when you grow up? What are you going to be?
I wanted to be a lawyer.
And what you want to be when you grow up, real quick?
A teacher and a hairstyler.
Oh, and a hairstyler. I like that. Everybody, the wave. You don't like to wave? Oh, the wave. Back to you. My cheeks are hurting me.
Alrighty, did you hear that? We have another future lawyer. She said she wants to be a lawyer. Okay, ma'am.
Then you need to have a conversation with her.
Yes, I'm definitely going to have a conversation with her after the parade. But I do love to see the school's involvement. We do have the Ricardo Richards royalty. Right after them, we have a troop from Ricardo Richards. And it's great to see the kids. It's great to see their involvement. And again, it gives them something to look forward to.
I wonder how they felt leading up to this day today. You know, how, being in the pageants and whatnot, and how they feel. See, you got that wave.
Yes, I'm practicing my wave. George can't be the only one practicing his wave. All right, so we have the troop from Ricardo Richards that's making its way down.
That's a pretty big troop also.
It is.
If we can get all the schools to have a troop, whether even if it's just a troop with t-shirts on, just bring them out, just so this one day. Let's showcase our kids, man. Showcase our children.
Alrighty, and Ricardo Richards is saying that their Strawberry Scholars are responsible, respectful, enthusiastic, and scholarly. I love that. That's all very important traits and values. And I think this is the first taste of feathers that we're getting, right?
Yeah. But the colors are beautiful, huh?
The colors are beautiful. The yellows, the reds, the sea blue.
And I know you're looking for a hint of Madras, right?
I look and I can't see any, but I'll let it slide this time because we have seen a lot of Madras already. But the kids are looking so excited. And what we haven't really talked about is before they get to us, they have a long walk, you know. They've been walking for quite a while. So the fact that they're getting to the end, basically, and
but the walk doesn't probably affect them that much, though.
You're right. They have more energy than us.
It's going to affect you tomorrow, though.
Oh, Lord, don't say that.
Not the walk coming down, it's the walk going back up.
Yes, but to have them walking and they still reach here and they're still enthusiastic, they're still happy, they're still smiling. It shows that they're excited to be here and that they are having a good time, which is what's important.
Nice and colorful and festive.
You see the little Virgin Islands flags in their hands that they're waving.
Yep. Actually, the colors of this particular tool, those are in front, represent the Virgin Islands.
Yes.
The blue feathers, the yellow uniform, and the white.
Clearly demonstrating their VI pride. I love it. So we have all different ages too. You can tell that you have the teeny little toddlers.
Yeah.
And then we have, it looks like 7, 8-year-olds. You have, a wide range of ages. Good for Ricardo Richards. And again, we want to thank the people that we don't see, the teachers, the parents who help get these kids prepared. Thank you. We are so appreciative. We know there's a lot that goes into getting these kids ready for participating in parade, and we want more kids to participate in parade. So please, we want to see at least 3 more schools next year, and then 3 more schools after that, right?
Yes. I remember one time even Country Day was involved in parade.
All
Country
right.
Day school, yeah.
Country Day, you heard it.
Look at that smile.
Yes. Adorable.
This parade has turned out to be a very good parade today, but I'm telling you, I like it.
Yes.
Hey, when we get directly in front of the judges stand, we'll start the song from top, okay?
All right, they're getting ready for the performance.
It's been a long journey, but we almost through, Ricardo.
Wow, that's nice. Encouraging them.
Yes.
Now rocking with Blackest, Senator Gittens, and the greatest elementary school in the world.
Hear it there, the greatest elementary school in the world.
That should send a challenge out to the other schools.
Yes, that definitely should. We want to see you guys next year.
Yep.
The gauntlet has been thrown. The challenge has been issued.
I like how you said that. The challenge has been issued.
The challenge has been issued. He didn't say the best elementary school in St. Croix.
No.
He didn't say the best elementary school in the Virgin Islands.
Nope.
He said the best elementary school in the world.
So that makes the students feel proud.
Yes.
The teachers feel proud. The assistant principal and principal, they got bragging rights all over the world now.
Yes.
Because the children feel that way.
And I have to say, right, I know this is Children's Parade, and I know it's all about the kids, but if you look at the adults that are actually walking side by side them and helping them, they're grooving and moving too, you know.
Exactly.
They look like they're having an amazing time themselves.
They sure are.
It's a fun time for everyone. Guys, if you missed it this year, please don't miss it next year.
No, that's for sure.
All right, Miss Armstrong has an interview, so we're throwing it to her. Miss Armstrong, do your thing.
Alrighty, down here with the Ricardo Richards Elementary School, we have 1,000,001 parents and some tiny revelers ready to party. Tell us a little bit about the preparation behind this troop.
Okay, so we have 64 students and we have been practicing all Christmas break long in preparation for the Children's Parade.
So they didn't have homework practice, they had practice every day. So 64 from one elementary school on St. Croix is a crazy amount. I'm so excited for the revival of school troops. I'm excited to see you running up and down. Say hello. Say hi. Alrighty, they're ready to go. The party is not stopping because I see them bouncing down there. So we're gonna let you go ahead and bounce back to the crowd.
Alrighty,
back up to you guys at the top.
We're gonna watch them perform now.
Yes. They're lining up. They're getting ready to give us their performance and to be practicing all Christmas break. I don't know about you, but when I was in school and I was having or enjoying my Christmas break, the last thing I wanted to do was show up to work or show up to practice. So for these kids to be practicing all Christmas break, that is impressive, and it shows true dedication to this project, to making sure that they provide us with the best at this festival.
Sure does.
All right. I am here with Senator, well, not yet, not quite yet, Senator-elect Avery Lewis. But listen, a good thing, as a matter of fact, you were just now talking to the cameraman, and the cameraman was like, that was my teacher. So a lot of people might not know that your background is education, so talk to us.
That's right. First and foremost, Happy New Year to everyone. Now, we're going to have a blessed and a prosperous 2025. But yes, I'm Senator-elect Avery Lewis. And yes, my background was in education, union, and now we are St. Thomas Water Administrator, which that coming to an end January 10th. And hopefully, God's willing, January 13th, we'll be taking that oath and I'll be Senator.
Beautiful, beautiful. But I'm not going to take up too much of your time. Just tell us what's some of your New Year's resolution pertaining to the Senate and pertaining to yourself.
Well, you know, Culture Man, I'll be honest with you, my New Year's resolution is to come in to work along with my colleagues so we could make life easier and better for the people of the Virgin Islands. I mean, we have a lot of work ahead of us, but we can't lose focus and we have to stay connected with the people. So I plan to stay focused on that and bring new ideas and some new revenue stream so we could do more bigger and better things for the people of the Virgin Islands.
Beautiful. I give you the last word. Go ahead, talk to them.
Hey, let's have a merry and a happy festival. And I'm having a ball here in St. Croix. From the cuisine to the tramping to the ramping to everything. And we're going to continue that. We're going to continue making it safe. But for 2025, one thing we're going to do in the Virgin Islands is show a little more love to each other. We have to show a little more love. I think it's going to be better for all of us.
Beautiful. Couldn't say no better myself. Back to you, Pantop.
Thank you very much. We got a little private joke of it with Sonia, and I mean, it's amazing. But one day we will get the guts to tell you exactly. Oh, here's another colorful troop here, a big one too.
Yes, I was just going to tell you that it seems like Juanita Gardine accepted the challenge from Ricardo Richards.
At the last, yeah. So one day, I wonder what their team is going to say. I wonder if they're going to say they're the best school in the Caribbean or in the world also.
We will see, but Juanita Gardine is a preschool to 8, and their theme this year is a fantasy beneath the sea. And they want us to immerse ourselves in the wonders of the deep with a fantasy beneath the sea presented by Juanita Gardine Pre-K to 8th School. This vibrant troupe tells the tale of Octavius, the nosy octopus, and his old friend. You know he had a nosy octopus?
I didn't know. That's the first time I heard about this.
I didn't realize they had a nosy octopus. Gertrude, the green sea turtle, as they embark on an unforgettable journey during the Crucian Christmas Festival Parade. Octavius, the nosy octopus, lives in a cozy coral cove off the shores of St. Croix, with his 8 tentacles always twitching with curiosity and his big expressive eyes. He loves poking into every nook and cranny of the ocean floor. His best friend, Gertrude, the green sea turtle, was the perfect companion, calm, wise, and always up for adventure. Sounds like you.
Sound like me?
Calm, wise, and always up for adventure. Octavius, ever curious, crossed paths with Gertrude off the coast of St. Croix. When Gertrude explained she's heading to Sandy Point to lay her eggs, Octavius tagged along until the sounds of Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights and the sight of the Moko Jumbie dancing by the Allen Abraham Marine Dock caught his attention. Guided by Gertrude's sage advice to avoid fishing nets, fish pots, and harmful plastic pollution, Octavius ventured into the heart of the festivities. In this spectacular parade presentation, watch as a colorful frenzy of parrotfish, turtle hatchlings, coral reef, and the octopus family brings the underwater world to life. On this magical day, the ocean's beauty takes center stage in the historical town of Frederiksted, blending marine wonders with the cultural heritage of the Crucian Christmas Festival. Don't miss this dazzling celebration of friendship, curiosity, and environmental awareness. The Juanita Gardine Pre-K to 8 School would like to wish everyone a happy new year and an enjoyable festival season.
I like that.
I must say they take the challenge. They pick up the gauntlet that Ricardo Richards threw. Okay, Juanita.
They didn't like that at all.
They didn't like that at all.
Look at the support that they have with the parents behind.
Yes.
They lined up. They have T-shirts on.
Yes, the parents are lined up. The parents are making sure that the kids are doing well, that they aren't dehydrated. Like we said, they have a long walk before they get down here.
It is a long walk, you know.
Yes,
it is a long walk.
It is. To the parents, thank you so much. To the teachers, thank you so much. To the children, thank you so much. Let's watch their presentation.
Yeah.
friendship, curiosity, and environmental protection and support is right up my alley. I am so glad to see that the Juanita Gardine School is focusing on protecting and preserving our home. What do you have to say about this beautiful display? Y'all had lime green, turquoise, teal. What's going on?
Yes, so I don't know if you got to see it, but our little boat had Octavius the octopus on it. And Octavius the octopus was actually being nosy and following Gertrude, the sea turtle that was headed to Sandy Point. Sandy Point is home to many of our sea turtles. So Gertrude was going to nest, and Octavius was a little nosy, and he followed her. And when he came down Frederickstead Town, he saw Moko Jumbie, he heard Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights, and he got caught up in it.
Stanley will change anybody's mind.
And then that's how you see we have sea turtles, we have octopuses, we have potfish, parrotfish, our local fish. And it's just corals and just colorful.
It is absolutely beautiful. The children are dazzling, and their family team support behind. We always have to shout out. So our Juanita Gardine, tell me what it is. Fantasy beneath the sea. Shout out to you and congratulations on a beautiful execution.
And we want to also thank our sponsors. Check out our school Facebook page for a listing of our sponsors, and also we cannot forget our committee. Our festival committee gave up their entire vacation, okay? And it's just been a labor of love getting this whole performance together.
It is a labor of love.
We are just appreciative.
We have to continue to support and love our schools and support our students. So go ahead and take care of them and have a wonderful day. Back up to you guys.
Yes. And I'm here with this gentleman. I tell you, he feels shining like a brand new penny, Mr. Yo, tell look at
this festival.
What talk to me, Senator-elect?
Let's just say Senator.
You don't let a Senator-elect thing.
No,
you been there?
I've been there, did that. This is my 5th term. I really want to thank the people of St. Croix for the overwhelming support. And I ran first in the primary, I ran first in the general election, and just amazing support. So I consider myself blessed. But I know that there's a lot of hard work ahead for the Virgin Islands, and I'm ready to go back in, and be able to execute some change and to execute some oversight to make sure that the Virgin Islands is able to move forward. And also to work collaboratively with the executive branch and everybody else that's in there, because we really got to move the Virgin Islands. We're at a unique period where we have access to billions of dollars, and we got to make sure that we spend those monies and we're able to transform the Virgin Islands. That 3-4 years from now we won't be able to recognize this place, and we have the opportunity to do it now because we have monies for healthcare, we have monies for education, for infrastructure. So that is my goal, to go in and make sure that we can do it expeditiously.
Well, it sounded good. Senator Vle, thank you for your time very much. And I'll let you address the children. Today's Children Parade. Address the children of the territory.
And that's why I'm here. I always think it's very important for us to come out to the Children Parade and support the children. It's hard to support today. It's halfway there, but we need to, on a regular basis, when there's Children Parade in St. Thomas, St. Croix, that we come out and support. We can't talk one thing and then do a next, And yesterday the streets were crowded, over 10,000 people for Juve. We got to come out and we got to be able to replicate that for the children of the Virgin Islands. They are the future, and if they see that we're investing in them, that we're supporting them, that we're motivating them, they're going to be able to move to the next level. So to all of those that still have some opportunity to come down and support children, come down. And if it's not today, support them in everything else that they do, the tournaments, the report cards, PTA meetings, everything, support the children.
I love that. Can't say no better. Back to you, Pan Top. I love it. We're doing good.
Alrighty, so I have something in common with this beautiful young lady here. First, tell me your name and what school you represent.
My name is Ijaya Lampe and I represent Janet Woodson.
Woo, woo, woo! I am a fellow Woodson Warrior forever and ever. Now, I saw your coronation. Your speech was wonderful. You did a beautiful job. Do we have more to expect from you in the terms of pageantry?
Yes, of course. You guys will be seeing my face again.
And what a beautiful face it is. Wave to the camera and tell us something, a parting message to go with.
A positive message that I like is just be yourself. Let your confidence come naturally. And yeah,
Yes, we've been hearing a lot of confident, positive messaging from our royalties today because that's what you really need to run for these shows. Thank you for spending time with me. I'm back up to the top while we learn a little bit more of what's to come and expect from this John H. Woodson school troop behind us.
Alrighty, what a wonderful message. We heard it before and we heard it again.
Yeah.
Be yourself, be confident. And I think it's very important that these kids, you know, hear that and understand that and that they mimic that. So let's talk about the schools, right? I think we were a little worried and we were too hasty, right? And we talked about Ricardo Richards, right? And then we saw Juanita Gardine. And then now we're seeing John H. Woodson say, hold up, let me enter the chat as well.
No, we got from elementary now to junior high.
To junior high. So we just saw John H. Woodson, beautiful. And now we're seeing their troop. They have a truck. All right.
They got their own big truck.
And it seems that their mascot is the Warriors. I love that. All righty. And we have some feathers coming up. Let's see. Well, we're getting more feathers. We were complaining we didn't have enough feathers.
Exactly.
And we're getting feathers with madras. My favorite combination. My favorite combination. Alrighty. These girls seem excited. So we have a variety of blues. We have some gold. We're seeing some feathers. We're seeing some madras. The children are looking spectacular. Alrighty, ladies. All right. So I would say that we've seen a few, right? So what has been your favorite so far?
Well, you know, to be quite honest with you, is the difference between the majorettes, the two majorettes group. I like that. I like the contrast between both of them. Between majorettes, we know who they are, we know how powerful they are, but the Sparklight Twirlers were excellent also.
And they did an amazing job as well.
And they're young. You can tell that they're a young group of individuals who coming out of their own. They're gonna be, next year they're gonna have a little bit more confidence. I'm looking forward to next year again. I mean, this year it just started, but I'm really looking forward to next year with the majorettes.
And I think you made an excellent point when you spoke about confidence. I don't think we've spoken about it yet, but these events and their involvement in these things give these kids confidence for the future. It is preparing them to do bigger and better things.
Right.
So when you involve them in these things and they're practicing and they're getting stage presence and they're preparing their speech and they're proud of what they're doing, it's not something that's just going to pass with them right now. They're going to grow into that. So I think, it does help with their confidence and it's something that they can take with them into the future. That's amazing.
As long as they stay focused, as long as they have the parental support, they have the educational support behind them with the teachers and the principals and whatnot, the future is bright.
Yes, most definitely.
And I've heard a lot of the politicians who came on the microphone to talk about moving our children forward with education and support. They come out to the parade because they know the kids have worked so hard throughout the course of the year to put on this particular presentation. And we do it. It's not just about the parades and coming out. You have to do this all year round. As far as
supporting the kids, showing up for them, engaging with them, and most importantly, listening to what they have to say. Because we would be surprised a lot of the times we tend to write them off because they're young.
Because they're young,
but some of them have some brilliant ideas. All of them have different perspectives, and there is always something that we can learn from them. So I love these kind of events because it gives them something to do, it motivates them, and it pushes them forward to succeed and to do other things that they're going to want to enjoy later on in life. And to the 249 people that are watching us on Facebook Live, again, thank you. Drop in the comments where you're from so we can hype you up in the when we read the comments. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys.
Like Cedrica, thanks for calling my name. I appreciate that. I have a fan. I have one fan out there. At least one fan I got out there.
You have a fan? I think you have more than one fan. I asked you off camera, how long have you been doing this?
22 years.
22 years?
22 years.
I think 22 years in the business, you should have more than one fan, man.
Well, I got one fan who mentioned she's a fan to this. She said, Mr. James, how you doing? I called him, text him from Orlando. So
I think you have... All right, so we have George on standby. He's going to go ahead and give us an update on what's going on down there.
All right, I am here with Senate-elect Clifford Joseph.
Yes, it is.
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, feeling nice. I seen a nice crowd out, a lot of parents out, which is good because the support system needs to come from the parents. Children are led. Children don't raise themselves, and that's a problem we've been having in the community where most of our violence that we have is because there's a good bit of children that have been raised in the self. So we need to get back with party. If not the village, at least your neighbor. So if you, for this new year, if you're not speaking to your neighbor, I want you to reach out to your neighbor and say hello. We need to show some love, and the love got to start from home. Home is your neighbor. And if we get the love start from home, we're going to spread it, and we're going to get back our community as a body, and as one, strong, loving, and caring.
Let me ask you something. On this route today, what have you observed? What are some good things that you saw? What's the troop that stood out to you? Give us some of the substance of what's happening today.
Well, I saw a nice troop from Ricardo Richards earlier, because of course I start from the top. I walk my way from Claudio Marco School back down here to the parade route. So I got to see just about everything. Ricardo stand out, and this Woodson stand out as well, because I noticed they even had 2 young guys, and I know there's 2 athletes, and they actually are carrying the banner for the school. That's important to see that the athletes and all are taking part in what's going on here for the festival.
And go ahead, I give you the last word. Just talk to your constituents.
Well, to everybody here in the Virgin Islands, I want to wish you first of all a prosperous new year, health first, because a lot more wealth is there to be made if you're healthy. So do what you have to do to stay as healthy as you can. And give this, I'm a newcomer, but my strength is keeping people together. So if we hold our strength together and don't break apart, we should be productive as a 36th legislature.
Well, we always stronger together without a doubt. So don't pout. Back on top. You don't know.
I think that's an important message. That's the second official that has spoken about health and the importance of getting your checks and staying healthy.
It's important. We live in a society, in a community where we don't, it's not like we eat the best.
Yes.
It's not like we really take care of ourselves. It's not like we really go to the doctor and do what we're supposed to do. We're very scared of going to the doctor. I know a lot of people who refuse to go to the physicians for several reasons. I mean, some, they're just afraid to find out that they may have something, but you can't be afraid. You have to go and get yourself checked. I mean, and especially, the older we get, you have to do that. And young people too, because a lot of things that's happening with regards to younger folks now that wouldn't happen before. So if you're young, don't be afraid. See a physician. That's what they studied for.
A very important message. You have a new year, new opportunities. You have the opportunity to start fresh. If it's something that you haven't been doing for a while, please go and get your medical checkups. I wanted to discuss something. I don't know if you guys saw it on the camera, but we have Miss St. Croix Festival coming up, and she's wearing a white dress, and it looked like she got a little something on her dress. And Shamari Haynes came out from the sidelines with a little rag, and he wiped down her dress and made sure that she looked good and that the stain was out and that she felt confident before she continued coming down the road. Isn't that just a perfect example of the festival spirit?
That's simply Shamari.
Yeah, that's who he is.
He's an amazing character. He really works hard. I gotta give it to him. I never seen a guy can move up and down so fast in my life.
Exactly. I think he has 3 legs.
But you talk about the spirit of festival, you talk about the spirit. You also talk about people living in the Virgin Islands, particularly St. Croix. Yes. That's the type of people that we are. That's the type of people that I've always known us to be.
Yes.
Very helpful.
We have strong community involvement, and we watch our neighbors back. It's one of the things I love about living here in the Virgin Islands.
Yep.
That we take care of each other, we watch out for each other, and we make sure that we're doing well. All right, so we have more royalty. That's a big crown.
What's that?
We've seen some big ones, but
we got CHS coming on.
Yes.
Central High School.
All righty.
So Miss St. Croix, who's going to be coming in front of us very shortly, ran unopposed.
Beautiful. Her dress is stunning. She's in white with white rhinestones. Her crown is gorgeous. Again, I have to ask one of them if I can borrow it to see if it's heavy. Alrighty.
So it is heavy?
What kind? I don't know. I have to ask Miss Armstrong. Miss Armstrong told me I can borrow hers. I'm going to wear it for a minute or two to see if it's heavy. But
it must be though. It must be. It looks like it's heavy.
Yes. All right. So we have Central High School that's coming up.
We haven't seen the Moko Jumbie yet though.
We haven't, Maybe they're saving it for last. They're teasing us. What kind of car is this one?
That is a Volkswagen? No. I can't see the emblem from here.
God, it's a nice one. That one could
It's a
take me
nice
off for a spin too. All right, so we have the truck that's approaching from the Central High School.
Look at, they have royalty in the back of the truck
It looks
also.
like they have royalty as well. We have lots of royalty here in the Virgin
there's a royalty
Islands.
walking behind.
Yes, yes, yes.
And she's tall. She's tall.
All right, so we have, I see 3 queens, and we have 2 kings, I assume. So they all...
Prince, maybe?
Yeah,
Maybe.
princes, maybe.
Yeah.
And they all look like they have just perfected their pageant waves. Look at that.
They're doing a great job.
They are doing a good job. And for waving from the beginning to the end of parade, I have to give it to them. Let's see. And the one in the middle, what does she have? A little bit of madras on her dress.
Again, yeah.
Yes,
Madras,
she's
yeah.
giving us a little highlight with the VI madras. And again, it seems like red is a popular color here at the parade.
Oh,
The
yeah.
dresses have been red. The majorettes were red and gold. The twirlers were red and gold. And then we also have now the Central High School with their red and their silver. So it looks like the color this year is red and gold.
Red
Good
and
for
gold.
them.
I wonder why is that. Maybe we need to find out from somebody. And so far, even though nobody has really talked about the significance of the colors that they're using, well, I mean, some of the colors that we saw, we saw what it was, like the VI flag. But nobody talked about the red. But then again, red has to do with Central High School, right?
I believe that their colors are red. And the St. Croix majorettes that they were talking about the fire of their legacy, and that's why they went with red as well. But maybe without telling us anything, they all got together and they did a survey to see which color they should go ahead.
Leave it to the attorney.
Well, we have to do creative thinking, right? So I mean, maybe it's not just coincidence that they're all wearing red today and they're all representing with red. Maybe it's that they had a survey and they decided that red was the color that they were going to go with this year. So who knows?
It could be something religious also.
It
Who
could
knows?
also be. All right. I believe Miss.
Alrighty, down here with me, I have a dress that is so big, it's crushing. Let me see a spin. We have coconut, guava, and pineapple. And who is this lady and what is her title?
Hi, I'm your junior Miss St. Croix 2025, Keisha Renee Alana O'Brien. Thank you.
So Miss Keisha ran on down earlier. We didn't get to her, but here she is. She came back up and she is just stunning. This is only the second ever Junior Miss St. Croix. Do you have any message for our parade plans today?
Be yourself and don't listen to what other people say.
That is another message of confidence. That is the theme today. Thank you for being with us, Keisha. And we're going to throw it back up to the top. We just saw another school of royalty pass back, and we have more coming on down. So be prepared to see those crowns glisten all day long.
Be yourself. I don't care what nobody says.
She is, I believe, the second or third person who has, highlighted the importance of confidence and of being themselves. I'm telling you, a survey was had.
It had to be.
Red was the color, and confidence and being yourself was going to be the theme this parade. And you don't want to believe my theory.
I didn't say I don't want to believe it. I'm just trying to work it in. You know what I mean?
You're processing the theory.
Yeah, you want to make sure. Okay, I keep saying, okay, maybe she may have something here, but I can't tell you. I don't want to get you to get too overconfident.
All right, no problem. But if you look at her dress, right? Her dress has the different tarts, and I think you said yours was pineapple. And I have to say, I really do enjoy that she is equal everybody. Her dress has guava, pineapple, and coconut. So no one can accuse her of having any kind of favoritisms.
I wonder what was the inspiration to use the guava theme.
Who knows? You can. Well, I know you have a little grudge with guava because they won, but we have to include them. We have to be equal inclusivity for all the tarts.
I mean, it's not like I'm a little upset because they won. I just think they're overrated. That's all. I like guava, don't get me wrong, but I just, but you can't just go on like as if guava is the only tart that exists.
We're going to come back to this conversation, but Miss Armstrong has an interview for us. Go ahead, Miss Armstrong.
Alrighty, and down here, another one of my alma maters, we have our SCEC royalty, Mr. Zaire Simmons of Stick with a Smile himself, and Miss Jamelia Plant. Funny enough, I was a judge at their show, and they put on a show. The entire court was something to remember. Do you guys have any message to all of our parade or festivals fans moving forward?
Yes, I want to say a quote by Aristotle. The only way to escape criticism is to say nothing, do nothing, and be nothing.
And who wants that?
Meaning there's no way to escape criticism, so you should always do you, always show your best self, always have fun. And you may encounter challenges or struggles along the way, but if you face it head on, you will get through it.
That is a beautiful message. You see why he's king. I'm going to go around the car to Miss Plant because I know she has something to say. And do you see that sunflower gown? Tell me what you have to say to us, Miss Plant.
What I would like to say be safe and have respect, because safety and respect takes you a long way. And have a great festival season from Barra Nation.
Barra Nation is the place to be if you ask me. Now, our royalty is beautiful, they are intelligent, and most of all, they are kind. I'm gonna throw it up to the top because I hear some music coming down and we have a description to get to.
Wow, that was simply amazing.
It
quote from Aristotle.
Aristotle, yeah.
And that was deep. So if you want to escape criticism, do nothing.
Right.
Don't say nothing.
But you can also face it head on too. That's what he said. I mean, the young man was just simply brilliant. How he said it, because after he said the quote, then he explained what it meant. And normally you don't get that. You know, you get them to say something, they memorize something, and then they leave it alone. But he was able to, and you got to smile.
I want to say something. Both of them are gorgeous. I was there to the pageant, and I witnessed it in person, and he was actually running unopposed, right?
Oh, he was.
Yes. Yeah. But he still did something for every single segment of the pageant. And not only did he just, he didn't just throw something together to say that he was doing something. He actually came and gave a performance, and his speeches and his talent, like he had 5 other individuals running against him. You could tell that he prepared and he gave it his all.
So you're saying even though he was running unopposed, he didn't take it that he was running unopposed. He put something into it.
Every single segment. He came like if he had competition that was going to go ahead and blow him out of the water if he did not give his best. And that shows true character.
Did we get his name? Because he looks familiar.
His name is Zaire Simmons.
Zaire Simmons.
Yes.
You gotta remember the young man. Hey, Moko Jumbie.
Oh, you finally getting a Moko Jumbie?
Finally say one or two.
I'm telling you, they were saving it. They were saving it for you. And the African print of his costume is just unbelievably gorgeous.
It is.
All right, but yes, back to.
Yeah, go back to it again.
Back to the no criticism. I liked what he said. I like that he came prepared with his quote, that he explained it, and it's something that we can use in our everyday life. You can't let the fear of criticism or the fear of opposition get you down. You always have to try your best, to be your best, and to do your best.
Especially, okay, before we continue this conversation, let's take a little break from Underwriters. Without them, of course, there'd be no parade.
We wouldn't be here.
We wouldn't be here.
This program is underwritten in part by
VINGN, Virgin Islands Next Generation Network, is 100% fiber, interconnecting the U.S. Virgin Islands and connecting the VI to the world. A proud supporter of Channel 12, your PBS station.
VI Slice Moderate Income Home Ownership Program helps eligible VI residents buy or build their first home. Check eligibility requirements and a list of participating lenders at VISlice.com. Your dream home awaits.
Located on the island of St. Croix, Ocean Point Terminals is a major marine oil terminal and is proud to be a significant employer in the USVI. From all of us at Ocean Point Terminals, we wish everyone a safe and prosperous 2025.
And viewers like you.
All right, and we are back. So we have now CMCA, which stands for the Caribbean Museum Center for the Arts. And their troupe is a splash of color celebrating the VI and beyond. In this exciting after-school program, youths from different schools join forces to design their own vibrant festival costumes. So they're designing their own costume.
Wow.
They don't just pick up the costume, they're designing their own costume.
From young.
Yes, under the guidance of Nigerian artist in residence Jasmine Ugons, they learned fabric dyeing and created their unique one-of-a-kind look. So each look is unique, each look is one of a kind, and each look is created by them. From their headpieces to their shoes, these participants enjoyed making their costumes. Dr. L. Nielsen turned up the excitement by choreographing a high-energy routine set to the blackest of Black Empire's Fling It Up, proudly displaying Caribbean flags. These participants are ready to shine. DJ Yesai has been keeping everyone moving with his upbeat playlist. They want to give a special thank you to all the supporters, the parents, the grandparents, the extended family who ensured the participants were ready for today. This is truly a family troupe. This marks CMA's third year participating in the parade. So guys, let's enjoy the CMCA Art Children's Day Parade Troop 2025. They made their own costumes. Can you believe that?
I believe it. You see how large the parental support is also?
Yes.
The parental support is larger than the troop itself. That's amazing that the parents are involved in it.
And they dyed each of their pieces one by hand. Now that is impressive. Because I can tell you, I simply paid for my costume and went to pick it up, and I'll be wearing it tomorrow. I don't know who made it. I don't know how long it took to make. I don't know how it came together. None of that, okay?
But it fits.
But it fits and it's ready to go. These kids got their costumes from the ground and built it to where it's at today to be able to participate in parade with their costumes. That is unbelievable. And look at their costumes. They're each wearing their different flags.
Yep.
That is unbelievable. It shows pride. Good for them. And it looks like they're getting ready for their choreography. All right, so we're going to watch them.
We're going to watch.
Guidance of Nigerian artists in residence, Jasmine Oguns, they learned fabric dyeing and created their unique one-of-a-kind looks. Dr. L. Nielsen turned up the excitement, choreographing a high-energy routine set to Blackest of Black Empire's Fling It Up. Proudly displaying Caribbean flags, these participants are ready to shine. This amazing program was made possible thanks to CMC Art's generous sponsors, including The Market, Hibiscus Beach Hotel, the Hamed family, IPB, Bright Spark, and Team Consultants. Now, put your hands together for CMC Art's Children's Day Troop 2025. Make some noise again for CMC Arts. If you missed that routine, we doing it again. It's Festival 2025. Christmas coming, hey. Christmas coming, and New Year's coming. How we doing? How we doing? Big up to the governor, lieutenant of the GVI.
Alrighty, so there you have it. CMCA putting on an amazing presentation with their children. We have different flags behind their costumes. I think I see the Dominican flag. I see Nevis. I see Virgin Islands, of course. I see the Dominican Republic. I see Barbados. They did an amazing job. And now we have, I think, you know, one of your favorites, even though you said the steel pan is your favorite, but I think we were also waiting for the Moko Jumbies. These are the ambassadors of the Culture Moko Jumbie Troop.
Is this the Guardians of Culture, though? Wait, we just out of... Look at the two little ones. They can't be more than 5 years of age.
Yes, they have all different ages. They have from the tiny tots all the way, looks like the teenagers, and it looks like they've been training them for a while. This is not something that you can just put together 2 weeks before parade. You know, it's they have to train, they have to get used to the heights. I don't know about you, but I don't know if I was brave enough to climb on one of those.
I don't know.
And walk down the parade route.
I know I wasn't doing it. Oh, here we go. Israel Peterson.
Alrighty. So Israel Peterson's New Generation Cultural Moko Jumbies was founded by Alan Israel Peterson. This group was established to restore the island's culture and history. Alan Israel Peterson is a living legend Moko Jumbie who began his journey in the early 1970s. Okay?
You want bandit?
I wasn't even a thought yet. With Alvin Allen Ali Paul, who recruited him into his group after seeing Israel walking on stilts unassisted in the Nadir area one afternoon. One of his first major performances with Alvin Ali Paul was at the Super Bowl 13 in 1970. I didn't know we had Moko Jumbies at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I remember that.
In 1979, held at the Miami Stadium with the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's history?
Yeah,
that's Virgin Islands history right there. Wow. Israel Peterson's New Generation Cultural Moko Jumbies was founded approximately 4 years ago during the COVID pandemic to provide children and adults of all races the opportunity to learn the truth and culture concerning the African art form known as Moko Jumbies. The students age from ages 4 to 62.
That was correct. I said 5. Yeah.
But they have ages from 4 to 62. You still have a chance.
No, don't bother with it.
You still have a chance. This is their 3rd year participating in the St. Croix Celebration Parade. The group's costumes are not flashy. Instead, they feature cultural prints from all over Africa to reflect its people and the traditions passed down from their ancestors. They strive to stay as close as possible to African traditions and to preserve the culture, avoiding deviations such as showing skin, faces, and using flashy colors. They embrace Afro beats over wild music to reflect Africa. Distinctly, the group wears black and white foam masks that conceals the race and identity of the performers, representing only the spiritual aspect of African culture during performances. Their performance honors the great John Magnus Farrell and Alvin Ali Paul, who resurrected the art of the shakaba known as the Moko Jumbie. That was
amazing.
beautiful.
That was beautiful. Yeah, I never had the urge to go up that high. I'm sorry. I mean, I am amazed every time I see Moko Jumbies and the kind of dance that they do, how they bend backwards and like they're almost sitting on the ground and come right back up again. I mean, that's amazing. That's I've also seen some falls also, and that's what scared me. But not scared me to want to be able, it scared me because I'm concerned about somebody falling. Because that's a serious height.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to be fearless to get into that.
Yeah.
You really have to be fearless, and you have to be someone that has a great level of determination.
Yep.
Because before you get to the part where you don't fall, you're going to fall a couple of times, and you have to be able to just get back up
Yep.
and keep it going.
That's
so
correct.
now they're performing. Let's take a look at their performance. I know they've practiced to get to this moment. The costumes are beautiful. It was interesting to read in the description the amount of work and dedication it takes to make their costumes and the meaning behind their costumes.
There they go.
Thank you again. Give it up for CMC.
You know me good? Oh my goodness, I'm here with my singing Salsa. How you doing? How you feeling? You look nice. Model for them quick. Model for them quick. Okay. So talk to me, man. How you feeling today?
Feeling great. This has been an awesome day watching the children's parade. I mean, if you weren't here, you definitely missed out. It was a beautiful day. The kids put on their best performance. You know, it took a whole lot of practice. Yes.
Let me ask you something. Were you in a troupe or singing or doing something in talent-wise as a child?
Only in the church choir.
Okay, that's a good place to start. Give thanks and praise. Okay, nice.
Sunday school choir. Yes.
And let me ask you, how important is it for our children to be involved in things like that, you know, extracurricular activities?
It's very important because it helps them to understand their culture. Once we do it in a safe, decent way, it's important for our kids to be involved because understanding your culture and being a part of your culture is important to our community.
Well, I tell you what, I see the big truck coming down right now, so I give you the last word. Go ahead and talk to your constituents.
Happy Crucian Festival. See you tomorrow. And definitely Happy New Year, health, wealth, and prosperity for all U.S. Virgin Islanders. Love y'all.
Break it down, break it down. Break it down, break it down. Break it down. Back to you, you don't know.
It's wonderful to see everyone having an amazing
They're having a fun
time.
time. I'm serious, yeah.
It's like we leave in the stress till the 7th when we have to punch back into work. But today, we're just having a good old time and enjoying festival season, enjoying what the kids are bringing to the table, enjoying their preparation and their hard work. And you can feel the excitement in the air. So everyone is just having a good time.
This next troupe is the Calypso troupe.
Yes, so we have actually a troupe that is making a debut. So
really?
Yes, today is their debut. This is the first time that they're in the parade. This is a Calypso troupe. And I'm really excited to see what they're going to be bringing today.
Yep.
So this Muse Children's Troupe, the Calypso Festival, as I said, it's making its debut today. The Calypso Festival Troupe was formed by a group of Virgin Islands creatives who specialize in entertainment, including party planning, art, design, beauty, teaching, and music. They recognize the gap in the festival for younger children, and the team aimed to create a high-quality and memorable experience for boys and girls ages 4 to 10. According to the organizers, they truly believe the children are the future, as cliche as it sounds, and they deserve an amazing cultural experience that will last with them for a lifetime. The troupe's theme for this year is Spices. I love that. Spices. And it features 2 sections. One named Ginger, or like we like to say, Ginger. And Cayenne.
Pepper.
The crew has planned exciting entertainment for Parade Day for today, and they have performances by DJ Genius, Mr. Energy, and DJ Chubby. Looking ahead, the team behind Calypso Festival hopes this initiative grows beyond just the festival season. Their goal is to maintain connections with the troop members throughout the year, offering opportunities to learn about Virgin Islands culture, art, and music. The aim is to engage children with the rich heritage of St. Croix and the broader Virgin Islands community. So what they're saying is, we don't just want to provide the kids with an outlet now for the holiday season, for festival season. We want to be able to provide them with opportunities and activities throughout the year, which focuses on Virgin Islands culture and on the culture of St. Croix, their heritage, their history. I think that's a beautiful thing.
It is. And I like how you eloquently explained it.
Yes. So the troops is divided into two sections, ginger and cayenne.
Pepper.
And I don't know, but I don't play around too much with cayenne pepper.
No?
I don't leave that alone. Ginger, I don't mind.
You don't like your food with a little hotness in it?
No, I scared. I don't leave that to the professionals.
What's your favorite food anyway?
Food?
Yeah.
Well, if we're talking local, I like my roti. I like my the soup with kalaloo.
Kalaloo, yeah.
I love a kalaloo, and it's funny because I did realize that it's something that I grew to love, because as a child I didn't like it.
No?
No, I didn't like it at all. And one day my grandmother was making some, and I was like, let me just taste it. And I guess my taste buds matured with age, because now you can't show me a kalaloo, because I gonna eat it.
Kalaloo is a great dish.
It is. What's your favorite Virgin Island dish?
Kalaloo? Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Right behind salsa potato salad.
We have to put it on the rasta for next festival season. Tell them that you want kalaloo, and then I gonna join the bandwagon and say I want one too. So we have more feathers. We have the kids lining up, and you could just tell that we have all the different. Oh, Davy kids! That's my little cousin Davina. Hi, Davy.
Oh, you have a cousin there? Okay.
Yes. Hi, Davina. You can tell that they have all the different ages. You have from little toddlers to big. Oh, wow. They look spectacular. And we have a little bit more feathers. Look at the backpacks.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah.
Look at that little one in the front. The backpack look bigger than her. They're doing an amazing job. Good for them.
It looks like we're getting close to the end of the parade.
Yes. And I like that their costumes is very inclusive. They have a wide variety of different colors. So we have the white seems to be like the holding color, but they have the purples, they have the blues, they have the oranges. So they have a little splash of everything. They're doing an amazing job.
So based on what you said earlier, your expectations of today's parade was bigger and huge because of what happened last year. What do you think this year?
I think they did a good job. And I have to say, one, the kids did an amazing job. They definitely brought it this year. I think they topped last year. But I also want to say a big thank you to the Virgin Islands community, especially here on St. Croix, because I have to say I'm seeing more community involvement than last year. And we want double the amount of people that we have this year present next year. But we have to grow, right? We grow it, we take it little by little. Right. But I think that we are growing and that the community is hearing us and they're showing up for the kids. All right, they're performing. Let's watch their choreography.
Wait a minute. I just realized something. I'm saying... Okay, because I'm saying this might be the end of the parade, but no, you know
no
why?
No Rising Stars, the judiciary.
Rising Stars, yeah.
Your team coming up.
Wow,
no.
Wow. say? Great presentation.
They did an amazing job. You can tell that they practiced and they were ready.
And they're ready. And it's been a long day because remember, they've been up there from this morning.
Yes. And they came here with the same energy, the same smile, the same determination to have a good time and present their costumes well, like if they had just started the parade. But you know, one thing I like is community involvement. Have you heard about West Girl?
I've heard about West Girl. Now, is it one person or is it a whole host of people?
Well, the secret, I guess, the intrigue to West Girl is that we don't really know.
We don't know.
So it's an anonymous person or persons, and what they do is that they basically highlight, you know, Virgin Islands small businesses.
Okay.
They do local events, and one of the events, one that I actually participated in, was the Kidsville.
The Kidsville. Are you in the Kidsville?
I saw.
Guess what? We got something on that.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, okay, let's show it.
So let's show it. A fun time. Kidville was such a fun time for the kids. It was great to see the involvement of the community. We had people that were face painting, they were playing, they were having a good time. But now I'm going to cut that short because I know your hat has finally arrived.
My hat just skip a beat.
Your hat skip a beat and all. The rising stars are finally here. The Superior Court's Rising Stars Youth Steel Orchestra is a dynamic, year-round program designed to provide its members with a safe, enriching environment. Through its initiatives such as summer camps, after-school tutorials, and enrichment programs, the orchestra supports its members in completing high school, staying clear of the criminal justice system, and honing their musical talents. Founded on St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands in 1981 by presiding Judge Vern A. Hodge, the program expanded to St. Croix on June 18, 2006. Today, the St. Croix's Rising Star program proudly serves approximately 60 members, ages 10 to 18. In celebration of the Crucian Christmas Festival 2024-2025 and its themes, Keeping Our Tradition and Culture Alive, Rising Stars has curated a vibrant repertoire that includes selections such as Fling It Up, Deja Vu, Crucian Rum, Something Got a Hold on Me, Iron Bazari, Phoenix, Someone Else, Kryptonite, Long Love, among others. The program strives under the skilled leadership of its musical team, including Chief Instructor Unipa Malone, Instructor Arranger Deval Stevens, Instructors Lawrence Christians, and part-time instructors Elijah Duver, Lakai Phillips. Administrative leadership is provided by Director Natasha Williams-Modest, Program Coordinator Yolanda Woodson, and Pretrial Officer Yasmin Lawrenson. Additional guidance and support come from esteemed members of the judiciary, including Honorable Reese Hodge, Chief Justice, Honorable Deborah Washington, Presiding Judge, Regina Peterson, Administrator of the Courts, Miguel Chicochi, Assistant Administrator of the Courts, and Court Services Director Daria Scott. The Rising Stars have a long history of excellence, securing first place in the steel pan category of St. Croix Parade from 2007 to 2017 and from 2019 to 2020-24. They also earned first place at the community band category at the 2014 Panorama Caribbean Festival in Virginia Beach. All right, the Rising Stars extend their heartfelt gratitude to the Virgin Islands Judiciary and to all of its staff.
Great job. You really went all out today.
I went all out to make sure that you understand where Rising Stars coming from.
All right, buddy. I done.
All right, so let's take a listen to all of their hard work.
Yep.
whistling well, we walking, and we whistling, all of that good thing. Senator Ricardo Joseph, how you doing?
I am doing fabulous. This is a very beautiful display of our young people's talent. This year, Crucian Festival, Christmas Festival 2024-25.
But let me ask you something. You came out here, you all playing this blows here. It really looks nice. It really looks good.
Well, I want to credit my daughters for choosing my outfit. I don't have any fashion sense at all. Then I just pick it out and say, wear it, mommy.
She got you fitted. But let me ask you something. I've been asking everybody else, all the adults, what are some things that you did as a child that this kind of event put you in that mind frame?
Well, definitely I was a majorette. I say this every year. I was in a majorette, so I love it. My mother, she was a single parent, but my sister and I were insistent that we wanted to be in a troupe, and she said, okay, majorettes. So she scraped together whatever little money she had, placed us in a majorette. Then I had an awesome opportunity to also be in a troupe for the school, elementary school, Joseph Gomez Elementary School. I was in that troupe as well.
Nice, nice. Well, listen, I give you the last word, the final word, but I want you to talk to all the children today. Give the children a message.
I want you to be encouraged to go to school, to learn as much as you can, to join organizations, do well. Don't miss any school days. Do well. Even if you have a little sniffle, say, Mommy, give me some Buckleys, give me some orange juice. I gotta go and learn so I can be a leader in our community. And more importantly, also, Mommy, I need to go to Sunday school so I can have that level of spirituality and to be able to overcome life challenges.
There we go. I couldn't say it no better myself. That's why she's the senator. Back to you, Pantop.
That was good. That was good.
That was an amazing message.
That was very good.
Go to school because you need to learn. And also she important, everyone has their different beliefs, but we also have to always get in contact with our spirituality, whatever your beliefs is.
Right.
And I like that she highlighted the importance of that. But what a beautiful message from our senators. And so now it looks like the parade is wrapping up. We have an amazing display by the Virgin Islands Police Department. Again, thank you so much for the time and the dedication that you guys putting into ensuring that we have a safe festival season and that everything goes smoothly. So as we're wrapping up, right? So you saw parade from finish to end.
But we can't go away yet.
I mean, from start to end.
You know what I like about it? It was almost gapless.
Yes.
It wasn't like, we were sitting here searching for words and stuff.
Yes.
so things to say. Because, I mean, it was very good where...
Miss Armstrong has an interview. Miss Armstrong, we'll take it to you. Let's see what's going on.
She going on bad.
Alrighty, the parade has winded down. Well, it's begun. And I have some fans, some people who had a blast. What do you have to say?
What do you have to say?
That smile says it all. That smile says it all. And my beauty with a bow, can you tell me your name?
Leilani John.
Leilani is serious, okay? This parade is over and she don't like that. She wants the parade to continue. Did you have a great day? What was your favorite part? Look at the camera for me, pretty.
My favorite part was the drumming.
The drumming, the steel pans and the drums, or just the drums by itself?
And I like the ladies wearing their dresses.
Yes, you should wear a dress too. I think you would twirl and twirl all day long. You have something else for me? I saw you reaching. You feeling good? Alrighty, now tell me what you have to say about this beautiful experience. Today we had a lot of families come out. What do you think of it?
It was awesome. It was awesome. Had a great time, Jason Henry. I also represented Health and Department of Health and St. Croix Rescue. But it's great. It was a great family event. It was a safe event. Everyone had fun. The kids had fun. The families had fun. You had fun, right?
We're going to bring it down here right now.
Your head and your waist.
Yeah. I saw her doing that a little while ago. Now, you are a little nervous, but I know you're ready. We had a warm up. Now you gotta tell me about your name and how you felt about this parade.
My name is Mia, and I had a great time. And there's a lot of people.
There was a lot of people, Mia. Would you be in the parade next year? Would you do that?
Yeah.
Period. I love that for you. And how are you with this beautiful ensemble?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How did you feel about this experience? And did you enjoy today's Children's Day Parade? I noticed there was no gaps. It was a good time.
It was. We really did. Our children are mostly grown except for the youngest one. So we didn't have anybody in Majorette, but again soon, but I still enjoy watching them.
It is fun every year. I can't wait to see you guys. Are you coming out tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Are you on the road?
Not tomorrow.
Not this time, me and you. We're gonna be on the side, but next year, catch us in the suits, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Alrighty, we're gonna throw it back up to the top because waste management is coming down the road. You can see up there, already no trash. Shout out to my employers. Thank you very much for paying me all the time. Up to the top.
Senator, somebody said that you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you so much.
Irene Ramos.
Thank you so much.
I'll call her name. I call her this name. Always Susie Bow. We miss you.
Thank you, Miss Ramos. But did you see Miss Armstrong already recruiting children for next year's parade?
But a lot of the comments were what we were getting today was like they hope a little more of the schools come on next year because this parade was really well put together. I mean, the participation of the different schools and stuff like that was tremendous this year compared to last year and the year before. It was great this year and it was colorful and beautiful and organized. I said that parents were involved, the organizers were involved. We couldn't ask for anything better than today.
And you can tell that people actually appreciate and they recognize the work that there's being put into the parade because one thing that we're hearing over and over is there was no gaps. It flowed well. Yeah. So people are realizing that hard work is being put into these events. So if you have a little one at home, please enroll them in something to participate next year. Ms. Armstrong is going above and beyond and she's making sure she's getting kids for parade next year.
I mean, it's 365 days away, but I really hope and true she gets some more people to come
She's
involved.
ready.
She's done a great job today, though.
She's done an amazing.
And so did you.
Thank you so much. You did an amazing job, but I wasn't expecting anything less. You've been in the business how long?
22 years. Keep rubbing it in.
A living legend.
Thank you very much.
Legend.
I do enjoy coming out here and acting a fool at times. Sometimes I say things out of place, but but I do have fun doing it. I like broadcasting for the people so they can have an idea of what we're seeing. Because I see little things that people don't see. Like, I will see a chicken crossing the road for some reason. I'll bring it up and somebody will laugh and say, where you get that from? It's just I see things that a lot of people don't see.
So George is actually ready with an interview with some kids to give us their opinion. Take it away, George.
Great.
I believe the children are the future. Oh my goodness. I wanted to find out from the children's perspective what they liked, what they are involving themselves with next time around. And guess who we have here? We have some children. Names! Let's find out names. What's your name?
Kai Malik Sweeney.
Nice.
Corey Joseph Antonio Jones.
Good.
Kalea Galloway.
Lovely. I like that. Confidence.
Say Kadim Galloway. Kadim Galloway.
I tell you, he good. Yo.
Renika Salters.
And?
Samaj James.
My question today. What was your favorite thing that you saw? Favorite troop? Favorite individual? Anything that you saw today that you like? Talk to Uncle George. Tell me. Moko Jumbies, Majorettes.
Maka Jumbie.
Maka Jumbies, not the Moko, the Maka. I like that. And?
Moko Jumbie.
Moko Jumbies. Your favorite thing today? Majorettes, Moko Jumbie, steel pan.
Moko Jumbie.
The Moko Jumbie, the tall people. You like the tall people now? What you like?
Moko Jumbie.
Moko Jumbie. I like that too. And?
Moko Jumbie.
Everybody saying the same thing, Moko Jumbies. You like anything different or Moko Jumbies too?
I like the St. Croix Majorette.
St. Croix Majorettes. Can you see yourself being a Majorette one of these days?
Yes.
Very soon. So I'll be interviewing you coming down the road soon.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, I want y'all wave. Culture. Hey! Back to you, Pantap, the children of the future. They are.
Alrighty, guys, I have some more people who sat through this parade all day, and not sat through. They danced through. Their hands was on their head, their waist. They were stepping like they were Moko Jumbies. They were having a blast. Let's start with my youngest. What's your name?
Journey.
Say it one more time for me, pretty girl. Journey. Well, did you have a good day?
Okay.
She woke up from her nap when she saw the camera come in, okay? She was ready and ripe and ready to go. Let me see that pose. Let me see that peace sign. Style. Now, I have two older ladies. We were talking a little before. Tell me your names.
Jordan. Yaralise.
Yaralise? Jordan and Yaralise. So, I'm saying it right? Okay, because I don't like to missay people's names. Now, these two ladies enjoyed their parade experience, they told me, but I need to know, what was your favorite part of the parade?
My favorite part is when Woodson walked past.
Are you a Woodson Warrior?
Yes.
Me too, girl. And are you a Woodson Warrior? You gotta do better. What was your favorite part of the parade?
When the rising stars pass.
Rising stars. So if you had to play a pan, what would you do? Would you be a tenor, a double second? I was a tenor myself. That's the one pan.
Yeah, tenor.
Alrighty. So you have, what pan would you play? 1, 2, or 4? All of them? Oh, you're multiversed. I like that. Okay, ladies up here, I want everybody to tell me, if you were in the parade, what would you be doing?
Majorettes.
Majorettes again, and what would you do? All of them. I like that for you. And you have enough years to try everything. All right, ladies, we're going to pass it over to George. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3. Let's hear you, George, okay? 1, 2, 3. Let's hear you, George. You guys left me hanging? Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Let's hear you, George.
Ah, that was so cute. Thank you, children. Okay, I'm here with LT, our Lieutenant Governor, Tregenza Roach, Esquire. Now, let me ask you a question. You were hiding from me today, man. I was looking for what going on?
Well, no, I was actually just giving everybody their turn.
Okay. Okay.
I was mixing with the people on the street. I was telling the police, stop rushing the parade. You know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you got to officiate the thing with LT. But let me ask you, what's some of the things that you, as mingling, what's some of the things that was talked about? What's some of the commentary that was said?
Well, I think people in general were talking about the opportunity that the festival presents. They were talking about the opportunities. They were talking about the people coming home, people who they hadn't seen. They were talking about some of the local products that people are making, showing the entrepreneurial spirit, showing people using the fruits and vegetables and creating these value-added products. They were talking about the culture and traditions and how to keep that alive and healthy. And I think from the parades, it was a really good example of the schools participating, you know? So there's a lot of comments, and the overriding thing, of course, is that people value this opportunity to relax, you know, enjoy themselves and observe and engage and witness the creativity of the population in music, in costuming, in dress in general. And I love the fact that people paid so much attention to children today.
Well, let me ask you this question. I saw some signs up. Basically, some people was asking for Juve to be done with,
to be
finished with, banned, no more Juve. How you feel about something like that?
I think that when a festival is completed, I think there should be an opportunity for engagement of the community to talk about, did things work, how things might be improved, and an evaluation. I loved Juve when it was a night party.
Right.
When you came out and you went to the village and then you didn't go home, you didn't go sleep to wake back up, because that doesn't work good for me. I know the issue of safety, you know, is in people's minds, but I really wish we could get back to the place where it's a night event and you break the morning with it. So I think, even though I may not necessarily agree with people about not having it, I think we should always be evaluating.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so very much for your words and your insight. Let's go straight over to the Queen.
Alrighty, guys. With me, I have a special lady. I mean, over the last year, she has grown a place in my heart that you could not imagine. And you see the smile, she knows it. She always, everywhere we go, we make sure we get a picture together. So tell everybody your name, my lovely.
My name is Nubia Richards.
And I mean, doesn't she look like her name is Nubia? Look at her skin. Let me see a pose. Oh, you see the poses. So Nubia, tell me, have you been enjoying this parade? Did you enjoy it today?
Of course.
Of course. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was when the majorettes were dancing their butt off.
They were, and all of them were wearing these beautiful red and gold. Have you been to the village?
Yes, and I've been on a couple rides.
Which one was your favorite?
My favorite was the musical ride.
The musical ride? I haven't been on any rides because I tried to go on the musical chairs and they told me I was too old, and if I don't have a baby, I can't go on. That is what they told me. I couldn't believe that. Could you believe that? So now that the parade is over, are you going to that village tonight?
Yep.
You know Sizzler?
No, but...
Oh, you're just going for the ride?
Yeah, I'm just going for a ride.
Okay. And if you were in the parade today, what section would you be in, Majorette?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's your jam. Alrighty, so we're gonna go back up to my friends at the top. I need you to say, everybody, it's your time. We're gonna count to 3 and say it, okay? 1, 2, 3. Everybody, it's your time.
So, the Lieutenant Governor, we got to talk about this for a minute.
Okay.
Juve.
Okay.
I mean, some people are asking for it to be ended. I didn't know that.
Yes, apparently there is a movement to end Juve, but I think he made an excellent point when he stated, that we are a democracy and everyone should have a right to express their opinion, right?
Right.
And their viewpoints. That's what being a democracy is, because everyone has a right to express their opinion. So basically what he's saying is that we should stick to the importance of hearing everyone's views and perspectives, not necessarily meaning that we're going to jump on what they want us to do, right?
Automatically, right?
Yes, but everyone
why do they want it ended? What happened?
Well, there's different reasons, right? There's religious beliefs being one of the major key factors. So I think, that's one of the main drives that we were seeing. But like I said, I'm glad that he focused not so much on whether yes or no.
Well, yes or no, yeah. But he's good at that.
Yes. Well, he's an attorney.
Yeah, I know you'd bring that in. I'd just walk into these ants' nests.
Well, he made a great point in saying everyone has an opinion and everyone has a right to be heard. I personally think that Juve is an important part of Virgin Islands Festival, Virgin Islands culture.
Okay. Hold on your thought. George, go ahead.
Yes, very, very. Let's bring you in this. Let's get your opinion on this. First of all, introduce yourself to everyone.
Jamila Russell.
You know, the one and only. But listen, very important question. Some people are saying that we should not have Juve as part of our festivities. How you feel about that?
Oh, I have no idea who would say that. I think it's part of our culture, it's part of our history, it's part of who we are as a people. Whether or not there is some behaviors that we would want to remove from the Juve, that's another discussion. But removing the Juve just is nonsensical, and that's just a non-starter. But the other aspects of whether or not we need to have the kind of nudity that's attached to Juve now, we can have that discussion.
So you don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, basically?
Not at all, because I love a good Juve.
So I'm saying. So tell me what some of the things that you were doing during the whole festivity.
Well, one of the things I love is taking part in the serenade. I took part in the serenade sponsored by WTJX.
Hello!
Shameless plug.
Yay!
So I like Stanley and all events Stanley. So I'm looking forward to the Crucian weekend on the 6th. And I like coming out to the Children's Parade because not much people come out to the Children's Parade. And I want to come out and support the children and let the children know that they're adults who care about what they're doing. And I would like to see more schools involved in having true participation in the Children's Parade.
Make a lot of sense. Listen, I'm going to give you the last word because you're good with them. Talk to the people.
Well, enjoy. Happy New Year, first and foremost. I want to thank WTJX for all that they do and all that they continue to do to serve our community. And if you aren't doing anything tomorrow, come down on the parade route and support and be part of our culture and our traditions.
Can't say no better than that, right? All right, back on top. You don't know.
I like Jamila. I like Jamila's response with regards to it's our culture and our tradition. We can't just get rid of it, and there's certain things that maybe have to be changed. And I can understand what she's saying. That sounded good to me.
It was a wonderful opinion.
Yeah.
So now that we have seen the parade from start to finish, I have to say it was an amazing time.
Yeah.
The kids had a blast. The kids
did.
looked amazing. You could tell that there was dedication, there was preparation, there was thought behind of it. Again, thank you to the parents who always support these kids. So what was your favorite part?
Besides the Rising Star, Again, I have to go back to the majorettes, the two majorettes that came down. Rising Star, not Rising Star, I'm sorry, St. Croix majorettes that set the tone, which they always do, and the Sparkling Twirlers who are up and coming. I remember a few years back, the competition between those two groups was phenomenal, and when the group in red beat the group,
perfect,
right?
So, yes, I totally agree. So what I really want to thank, of course, we have the easy job. We just sit here, right? But we have on-the-ground talent that's walking up and down, that's getting all the interviews, that did an amazing job. Let's get their last thoughts before we close up the Children's Parade 2025. Go ahead, guys.
Now, George,
yes?
I think after a day like this, we still look like spring chickens. Look at us. How do we look? We look fresh.
Oh,
Daisies.
there she is.
Daisies, we're ready.
It's because you're a queen.
It's the queen.
Oh,
I'm former.
For the record. Former. But I want to clear something real quick. For the record, George does not look like a daisy.
I think so. Maybe a rose?
No, a grass. I want to be an old rock or something, but nothing too pretty and light and fluffy is not George. But I'm going to tell you this, I had myself a tremendous time today just watching the children come through. And what I really like to see is when they smile, other people have to smile too.
Listen, and that parent support. Every group of children we had come down, there was a line of parents waiting behind them with the ice chips. I remember coming down, I was a majorette, I was a dancer, I was a Moko Jumbie, I was a everything. And my mommy and my daddy were there every time. So thank you to my parents and all of the parents who came out today. Today was a blast. Would you rate it out of 10? Give me.
I give it to 11 or 12.
11?
It was that good.
Alrighty, so we had a blast. We know that everybody in the crowd that we spoke to had a blast, and tomorrow it's gonna be even better. Today it was our Crucian Christmas Children's Day Parade, and we're gonna send it back up to the top to hear what everybody else had to say.
Yeah, man, you don't know. Back on top.
See us tomorrow.
That team of George and Miss Armstrong, the queen. I don't want to call it but the queen. They were amazing.
They did a spectacular job.
And I have to admit that you were amazing.
Thank you. You were amazing.
You know, you kept it flowing. I can tell you're an attorney because you know how to keep going. You don't stop. But you did a great job.
You made my first time. This is my first time.
Yeah.
And you made my first time, fun, but you also made it easy for me. It was easy to work with you. Thank you so much, a living legend. And I also want to thank our sponsors. I also want to thank you guys for watching because, again, we've said it 3-4 times already. If you guys don't watch, we wouldn't be here.
Don't say sponsors, say underwriters.
Underwriters. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you see how you teach me? I just told you made underwriters.
No.
You teach me.
No, because you know it's so different between a regular radio to television station and WTJX. You know, because it's public broadcasting, you have to be so careful when you say things with regards to that. I want to get into deep with it.
Well, thank you so much, and we want to thank you guys. We had an amazing time. I hope you guys had an amazing time.
And to those of you who wrote in, Melanisha and Kanashong, thank you very much. Your comments are great too. We really appreciate that. I'm gonna share it with. And okay,
bye.
we got
guys.
Happy
Take
festival.
care.
Happy New Year. Don't forget. See you tomorrow, guys.
See you tomorrow.